the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is episode 1195. We're doing it live.
Do it live.
1195.
We got a full squad tonight.
Yeah.
We got Ruby Jules and Jess Bro live in studio. Well, via Skype, but still live in studio via Skype. It's going to be a fun night. How you guys feeling tonight?
I'm doing good.
Good. I am so pumped. Oh, I've been waiting for this for
This
so
is
long.
great. This is great. We've got a lot of fun stuff to go over. Want to remind everyone, please like the stream. This is our Saturday bonus show, so we need your help. You, the viewer, we need you to help us get to 100% on this goal. We're already 60% of the way there. That's amazing.
Yes.
So we're in a good position, way better than the last few weeks, but we still need your help. So I'm going to put that tip link right there in the chat and pin it right there. So you can click that and send us. You can interrupt us all you want. I think they just really wanted to interrupt Vosh a lot because almost every dono that came in interrupted him in the middle of something he was saying.
Yeah, he was saying like really profound things that would have changed the world. But then a $5 donation came in and cut him off.
Yeah, about some non-profound things that were not going to change the world. But it was changing our lives.
At least he had his blowout with Jordan Peterson live on our show. That was money.
Good. So I think Ruby Jules is going for the Leatherman. I think he has a pair of brown leather assless chaps.
Dale, I've gone and done it. Might be my last dono as I've knocked up my lady for the third time.
Whoa!
I'll never recover financially from this. One love.
Third baby.
Oh my goodness!
Congratulations.
You should have had a vasectomy.
Yeah, a vasectomy would have kept us getting donos.
And we got another dono.
The Karen 12 coming through with the $6 holler. Yeah, it's Ruby's looks like he just rode in on like a 1930s bike or something.
I was going to say it looked like he rolled in on a float at the Pride Parade.
Yeah, you got a little bit of a Freddie Mercury thing going.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just a fashion statement. That's really all it is. It's my actual Mania fashion statement.
Oh, there you go. Your video last night, I think, was the best one you've ever done. I don't want to give away too much, but I think you're kind of on the right path now.
Yeah, I think
you just
so,
channel that energy more.
It was classic cringe.
We'll see more stuff from you.
It was good stuff.
Yeah.
And then Jess defended her cruiserweight title last night. I won't spoil it for anybody that didn't watch, but it was a great job. However that one ended.
However it ended, yeah. We had to make some. I had to sit down and clearly write out the rules for voting too, because there was many questions about how the voting transpired last night. But we've come up with a way to remedy it, and there's clean-cut rules. We're like, this is how voting must happen, and if it's not done that way, it doesn't count, basically. So we've had to kind of go through that. But it was a fun time last night. You guys should check it out. It's still up there. We gave it away for $1. So if you sign up for $1 on Patreon right now, you can watch last night's actual Mania later on. And we're doing another private show this month that I'm also going to give away for $1.
In a good position and just need dips. Giggity. Respectfully, please, I'm sick as shit and rolling in on an awesome combo of Benadryl and liquid.
Whoa, that shit be kicking.
Cheers to the sweet boyos.
I want some Mucinex.
We're gonna get into this Ben Shapiro interview with Ron DeSantis. It's interesting. It's something else. I think it's probably how DeSantis should have announced his candidacy and not the Twitter space with Elon.
Yeah, that didn't work out too well.
No, not at all.
And then the next day, it was like he cleared crazy like the rocket laws in Florida. It was for any of the rocket laws in Florida, liability for if the rockets blow up. It's like they have like no liability or something like that. It was like it looked like it was a very sweet thing to do for Elon and all the other space billionaires.
Yeah, they're cutting deals in the back. This is pretty funny. This is an Australian news report reporting on how disastrous DeSantis's thing was with Elon Musk. Check this out.
That Ron DeSantis was going to make his announcement on Twitter.
I think this guy came from Build-A-Bear.
That wasn't so smooth.
He's Beardson Beardley's Australian brother.
Build-A-Beardson.
All this feedback, I'm glad I wasn't in there. Vosh said he was actually in there when this was happening.
Almost sounds like the Austin Powers song.
I'm broadcasting live from Twitter headquarters. It's David Sachs here. Elon is sitting next to me, and we want to welcome you to this historic Twitter Spaces event. And tonight, I'm pleased to introduce two individuals who've done more to loosen the.
Oh, and it just dies.
Sorry about that. We've got.
Sorry about that. We're Twitter.
So Twitter is broken at this point, and one of the biggest Twitter spaces ever did not go correctly at all.
And the craziest thing was this is the most honest politician announcement in the last 20 years, and it was this.
I honestly love Elon Musk though.
You would. You would.
He's just a misunderstood boy that can now use Neuralink, approved by the FDA.
Kind of melting the servers, which is a good sign.
Not the fireworks you're hoping for.
So that guy was from Build-A-Bear. She's wrapped in a Christmas fucking
making your big
gown.
announcement.
What is this?
The
She's got a Christmas
world
bow
is
on her neck.
tuning in, and tech issues bring it down. Of course, it didn't take any time whatsoever for the MAGA king himself, President Trump,
the MAGA
to fire
king.
off this absolutely hilarious tweet.
Hilfa, I don't think they can hear.
It's a space with Elon, DeSantis, and then George Soros, the devil. I don't know who that guy is with the mustache right there. He looks kind of familiar, but they don't even like when you say his name on YouTube. And then Dick Cheney, the FBI, just the whole FBI, the entire FBI was there.
They used the devil from Nerd City's videos.
I think that's him.
Pretty sure that's the boy. That's the boy devil.
He made a video for us years ago when we had episode 666.
Yeah, that's the homie, the devil.
Here you find George. Just speak to.
I don't think George knows how to use Twitter.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Can I please make my big announcement now? Everyone just...
Hello!
Just shut up, George.
That's kind of funny.
Was that just AI or?
Yeah, I think so. And Trump posted it on his Truth Social.
All the people who watched Jordan Peterson versus Vosh on our show thought that Jordan Peterson voice was an AI bot. Like, it's not an AI.
Yeah.
That's actual Jordan Peterson.
I don't think
probably.
AIs are responding in real time, are they?
I don't know.
Maybe they are.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Parody of, as you can see on the screen, very influential people.
Let's check out DeSantis's interview with Ben Shapiro. Maybe it goes better for him than the
I imagine
space.
it would, because they have production equipment.
Joining us on the show is Governor Ron DeSantis. He has freshly announced his 2024 presidential campaign. Governor DeSantis, thanks for joining the show. Really appreciate it.
Hey, congratulations.
Why does he look high? Why are his eyes barely open? What is this?
Yeah, he does have a very high look to him.
Hey, Ben, thanks for having me on, bro. Say, man, you got to join.
I'm the new baby, Ben.
I really appreciate that. That's so sweet of you. And we say hello to Casey as well. So why don't we talk about the first 24 hours of this campaign, how you think it's gone so far? Obviously, there were some technical snafus, what with Twitter Spaces, but there were tons of people watching.
Yeah, it's the Twitter Spaces.
700,000 people were trying to log on at the very beginning. These are big numbers.
Yeah, and actually, talking to us on Twitter, there are actually very many more who couldn't even get to that part of the queue And so it caused their system to basically melt down.
So
And
is this
they've never
shitty
seen-
for DeSantis' campaign or shitty for Twitter? Or do they get to
Both.
be equally shitty?
Equal. They share the shittiness. He was trying to do something new, and he was hoping it was going to be huge, but the tech issues totally ruined it.
So, guys, it was huge. We just couldn't handle the tech issues is all.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Anything like it. So I think there was a huge amount of interest. Part of the reason we did do it this way is because we figured with Elon and
He'd be one of the youngest presidents ever if he won. And another thing we haven't had a long time in the White House is someone who was in the military.
Would he be younger than Obama if he won?
I believe so. Let's see.
Because it's still 2 years before he'd become president, year and a half. It'd be pretty close, I think. I thought Obama was 45.
It would be the following January he would take office if he won.
January of 2025.
And when Obama was elected, he was...
I thought 45, but I could be wrong.
Let's see. Age at inauguration.
Little baby Obama came in with a little teething toy in his mouth because he was so young.
Obama was 44.
Oh, 44. Okay.
And I didn't say
44 right
and I
now,
didn't
right?
say, yeah, but I'm just saying he'd be one of the youngest presidents ever.
Yeah,
he
I
would
just
be
didn't know if he
among
would-
the youngest
I didn't know if
presidents.
he'd be younger than Obama or not.
He'd be slightly older than Obama.
Yeah.
involved, that would reach a wider
Obama was
range of
44?
people than
Well, hold on. You know what? You know what? I was wrong. You're right. He was 47 when he took office.
Obama was? Okay.
So, so Obama, he would be younger than Obama taking office because he'd be like 45.
Well, he's 44 now. He'd be like a year and a half older.
45, well, depending on when his birthday is.
Melancholy says he squints his eyes like that so he can't see all the human rights violations he makes. Damn.
There's only 4 presidents that took office younger than Obama. Ulysses S. Grant was 46 years and 311 days, so almost 47. Obama was 47 and a half. Bill Clinton took it at 46 and a half. JFK was 43, almost 44. And then Teddy Roosevelt took office, but he wasn't elected. He took office because he was the vice president for someone that left office. But he was almost 43. He was 42 in 322 days.
Huh.
So Theodore Roosevelt's the youngest
would
president
just
ever.
do a traditional campaign rally. And so there was a lot of buzz generated for those who've been able to watch it. I think like across all the different ones that have it, I think it's over 9 million between the live stream and between David Sachs's one. So that's really, really significant. You know, obviously I made the announcement. I did a little bit of a riff to start, but then a lot of it was just talking about the issues facing the country and being able to answer questions that people had. We need to do more of that in this country. We're not here to be entertainers. We're here to be leaders. And ultimately,
That's good because you're not really entertaining.
Leader is measured by what kind of
But it helped Trump. Trump being entertaining helped him get elected.
results you're ultimately able to deliver. We've delivered great results in Florida because we focused on what matters to the people of the state. And I think we'd bring that same know-how to Washington to focus on what matters to the people of the United States.
So, Governor
Yeah, when I think of Florida, I don't think of them being any different of the rest of the United States. Like they're full of people just like the rest of the United States. The rest of the United States has Florida man aspects too. We just don't make fun of them for, driving their tractors drunk.
Florida
home from
is
the bar.
pretty unique state. It's like third in population. It's a total peninsula. Like it's surrounded by water on 3 sides. It has like tropical weather. I think it has a really high median age too because of all the people that retire there.
And it's really close to Cuba. So you have tons of refugees and people who it's almost like there's a piece of Cuba there in
Miami.
In Miami and Florida.
Well, yeah, because there are Cuban refugees there.
Yeah.
Obviously, Joe
It's
Biden
the
has
best
been doing...
place to take a vacation.
I don't know if I agree with that, but it's not bad. I mean, it's definitely more affordable.
For like theme parks and stuff like that.
Yeah, going to Florida, going to the theme parks in Florida is probably cheaper than going to the ones in like the LA area, like in Anaheim. Just because like things in California are way more expensive than Florida.
A rather poor job. You're running to replace him, but standing in your way is a formidable rival. Former President Trump is the first Republican candidate to declare. So far, nobody's really laid a glove on him or drawn a strong contrast between themselves and President Trump in sort of the national polling.
I'm waiting. He just mentioned the polling. I'm waiting for the polling post-announcement to come in. I don't think it's going to take him into the lead or anything, but I want to see what kind of surge he gets. The most recent polls were taken before he made the announcement. So we'll see what kind of boost he gets.
We're going to need those updates.
Yeah, he'll get something out of it, but I mean, if Trump stays where he is and he doesn't get like a huge boost, I don't see him getting ahead of him, but he's the only one anywhere near Trump at this point. Pence, 4.7%.
Has Pence announced he's running?
I think he's indicated it, but hasn't made like the official announcement.
There's Nikki Haley behind Pence.
She has announced.
And then Ramaswamy coming in at 2.9.
Who's Ramaswamy? I know Scott. Scott is that black guy from Florida or something.
I think Ramaswamy might be from the southeast. I'm not sure. Is he a governor? I'm gonna look him up right now.
Oh my goodness, that must have. How many people did they poll for this?
Well, this is the What is all that noise over there? What are you doing, Ruby? Are you fidgeting with something?
Are you opening some Vienna sausages?
No.
Okay.
Those were good though. Those you said those buffalo ones were gonna be bad, but they were really good.
I just don't like sausages out of a can. Here's the polling data. So this is the cumulative data from all of these polls. Is how it works, and it goes by date. So like when polls change, it adjusts these numbers here. All of the other candidates are all kind of like tangled together here at the bottom.
Yeah.
And DeSantis is the only one anywhere near Trump. And Trump, look at these polls. Trump is the winner of every poll.
DeSantis
won this one right here.
What is that, CNN?
Yeah, March.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but they probably polled Republican voters.
Yeah, but even the Republican voters that like watch CNN, I don't know exactly how it would work, but I can imagine.
I don't think it has to do with viewership, but I'm not sure how they set it up.
Yeah.
I think it is like random calls and emails. But I'd have to look
Trump
that
supporters probably would never answer a call from CNN.
Well, I mean, it
They'd
doesn't
say CNN? Hell no.
No, they wouldn't.
But yeah, Trump has won every poll listed here, except for one. And DeSantis won, but only by 2 points, and that was back in March. They were actually a little closer around that time, and it's widened so much.
Ramaswamy is a entrepreneur from Ohio.
Oh yeah, I've never heard of him.
Yeah, he went to Harvard and Yale. He's got Harvard and Yale education.
Well, hoity-toity-toity.
Yeah, he's kind of a big deal.
Pretty significantly. So how do you see a difference between your candidacy, what you've been trying to do, your record, and President Trump?
Time tonight, sweet individual.
Yes!
The Nebula Caster.
Nebula Caster
Holy
coming
shnikes.
through. Big bang bang.
By the way,
thank you.
Anyone out there who's interested in hanging out with us on the show, feel free to sign up for the, even if you just do it for 1 month for the $100 Patreon level, especially if you're the kind of person that gives us like $100 in donos. Feel free to sign up for that. We'll have you on the show. We can hang out. There's a few slots that just opened up. So as soon as you sign up for it, I'll be in touch with you to bring you on the show if you're interested.
Well, I think it's interesting because he's been attacking me by moving left. So this is this is the only way he can go. He's going to argue that Trump is more left than him, and if you're a real conservative, you should vote for him. That's really all he can do. That's all he can really say. It is true, actually, too. It is true. That's why Vosh was saying how evil DeSantis is. He is he's one of the worst kind of people to get in the presidency. But I know if he got the nomination, people would still vote for Trump, and neither of them would win.
So that's why I kind of hope he would win. But he fucked up his if he would have had this really badass announcement that would have looked really great, he shouldn't have done it on Twitter Spaces. He should have had the traditional rally because every news organization would have been there filming it live. And he probably could, make it look good on stage, bring the family out there, do that kind of stuff. Bring your fellow military, because he's a military guy.
He's military?
I think he was a military guy.
Huh.
Pretty sure. I'll look that up.
Different guy than 2015, 2016. He attacked me for opposing an amnesty bill in the Congress. He did support this.
He was in the Navy from 2004 to 2019, rank of lieutenant commander.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
This amnesty, this good lot too. 2 million illegal aliens he wanted to amnesty. I opposed it because that's what America First principles dictate, that you're opposed to amnesty. He also attacked me for voting against an omnibus spending bill that was bloated, full of pork.
He has a Bronze Star, too.
Oh.
What do you have to do to get to a Bronze Star?
It says the Bronze Star is the United States Armed Forces decoration awarded to members of the United States Armed Forces for either heroic achievement, heroic service, or meritorious achievement or meritorious service in a combat zone. So it's a combat-related award. So he saw some kind of combat. I don't know all the story about his... I'm sure we'll hear about it soon. He should be touting that because there hasn't been a president that was in the military in a very long time. It's been a while.
And that racked up huge amount of debt for this country. Yes, I voted against the omnibus.
And by the way, that's positive points usually for the right. For me, I don't give a shit.
Was Reagan ever in the military?
Nope. I don't believe so.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had like an early stint, when everybody was like drafted, but
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who the last military president would have been.
Yeah.
He signed every omnibus that was put on his desk.
Actually, you know what? He was in the military.
Bush was in the military too.
He was in the reserve.
Yeah.
He was in the reserve.
Yeah.
And while all of the other people his age were going to Vietnam,
he was flying jet planes over fucking Texas.
Yeah. Same thing with Clinton. Clinton, his generation, he would have went to Nam too, but he went to college in the UK and got out of it. So
I think it's odd that he's doubling down on those positions because those were instances in which his actions did not match his campaign rhetoric. And I also think just the difference between 2015 and 16 and now is I, as chief executive of Florida, and he as chief executive of the United States, we both faced COVID-19.
There was like an anti-Vietnam protest in California while Reagan was governor, and he like sent planes over to gas all the protesters when he was governor.
How'd that work? They get gassed?
Yeah, he gassed, like he deployed tear gas.
Is there like any video of that?
I'll look it up.
That's wild.
Yeah.
And we both responded in the way we did. He responded by elevating Anthony Fauci and really turning the reins over to Dr. Fauci, and I think to terrible consequences for the United States. I was the leader in this country in fighting back against Fauci. We bucked him every step of
later on, he coins the term Fauciism.
the way, starting in April of 20.
Which is a little better than Fauci ouchie.
That skipped for some reason, and it was not supposed to.
Joining us on the show is Governor Ron.
What the fuck?
Did something happen with the aspect ratio?
Yeah, I don't know why that happened. Give me a second here. I'll have it fixed in just a second here.
Now, I don't know if Jess Bro will be coming back anytime soon.
Yeah, I was like, why? Oh,
Okay.
she's frozen.
We have a frozen
I'm
camera.
frozen. I told you my computer is messed up. I don't know what's wrong
Definitely.
with it. The
It's
worst
okay.
$800 investment ever was buying this PC.
I was worried we didn't have your audio.
Like the second, I don't know, like the second
might be able
week
to
of
fix her,
having
but
this
I'm already
computer,
doing
it just crashes. It just, I don't know.
We here at the Drunken Peasants podcast don't know about computer
Joining us
problems.
on the show is
All right.
We've never had
Sorry,
them.
I accidentally skipped it.
But I'm glad your audio's here.
suggesting using sort of absolute numbers of
Yeah,
people who
well,
died.
it froze on a really, like, I'm just happy to be here, look.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be worse. It could have just stopped on me, like my mouth open and stuff like that.
Yeah, you
and
could have had a gaping mouth, and that would have been
Yeah.
slightly embarrassing. And
To looking at population
Possibly
adjusted, which of
intriguing.
course seems deeply dishonest just on a statistical level. What's your take on those attacks?
They're very bizarre. I mean, first of all, Florida had less excess mortality than California or New York. Part of that is because states like California had excess mortality derived from the lockdown policies, which is really, really avoidable mortality. But if he thinks...
So he's saying the lockdown policies caused most of the mortality.
Well, he didn't say most. He said they had excess caused by. So he might have been really slick right there. But it would be interesting to see where he's gathering that from.
Cuomo handled it better. That's an indication if something like this were to happen again, he would double down and do what he did in March of 2020. That was a difficult situation. We didn't have all the facts, and people can kind of understand, if you did things that may not have worked out. But we all have to sit here today in 2023, look back at March of 2020 and say Fauciism was wrong.
Fauciism.
Wrong. Fauciism was destructive. Fauciism has set us on this path with the CARES Act and the Fed printing money, creating inflation, and creating some of the economic problems that we have today. So if you could do it again, would he do the same thing? I sure hope not, because those were not the right decisions to make. And I've said very clearly, if I'm president, somebody like Fauci is in the government, I will bring them in.
I don't think it's fair to say those were the wrong decisions. A lot of people made a lot of money off of Fauci's decisions.
You are fired.
You know, it's always bad for you, big tech grabbing your data. Here.
Oh, big tech. Like the thing I'm using right now to do my show.
Grabbing your big tech in front of everyone.
Requests it. Plus, you got hackers who are looking at your network to try and grab your data. So why not protect yourself the way that I do?
A dog dick? What is that?
Namely, the best VPN on the market, ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN is an app that anonymizes your online presence, making it much more difficult for big tech companies to
Ben
track and sell your
Shapiro
data.
reads an ad.
So here's the thing I was talking about. It was
People's Park protest.
Yeah, the 1969 People's Park protest was known as Bloody Thursday. It took place at People's Park on May 15th, 1969. The Berkeley Police Department and other officers clashed with protesters over the site of the park using deadly force.
Whoa.
Ronald Reagan, the governor of California at the time, actually sent the California National Guard to quell the protests. And they did, drop gas on them and shit.
So he dropped it on the cops, too? Or
no, they evacuated.
The cops were... Who was killing who?
Students were killed.
Yeah.
High crime rates in the state of Florida. Obviously, he speaks as a sort of law and order candidate. But, we were all present for 2020, and the National Guard was not deployed, despite massive
69 was a
rioting
weird
in America's
year.
major cities. And
69 was like the first
Florida
2020.
actually took some pretty strong positions on crime, up to and including providing stipends for incoming police officers. Maybe you can talk about that a little bit.
Well, first of all, Florida's crime rate is at a 50-year low. That's just a fact. And it hit a 50-year low
really?
During my administration.
Anecdotally, that's all these Florida man stories come out of there. So had it just hit such a crazy high that down was the only way it could go?
Possibly.
It's Florida.
Well,
there's some crazy shit that goes on in Florida all the time.
The people who didn't quarantine were homeless people.
Yeah.
And I don't think the homeless population went down during COVID.
It definitely went up here.
Yeah, which makes me think, were homeless people dying of COVID, and then other people were just becoming homeless because they couldn't afford to live anymore because they couldn't go to work, and so that's why the homeless numbers didn't go down?
There was a higher amount of homeless people dying of COVID, but still a small percentage of the people that got it died.
But a lot of that is because local people, local government, local law enforcement have done a good job. But it's hit a 50-year low while crime has been spiking in other places around the country. So we're counter trend for what's been happening in the United States. One of the main reasons families have moved to Florida since I've been governor is because of public safety, because they know we're a law and order state. So that's delusional to say that somehow Florida, has bad crime, and you can see that in
There's definitely a meth issue there.
Migration patterns.
And I've heard some things about cocaine empires and ecstasy tablets. I've seen a lot of prostitution in the streets. I know there's a lot in Orlando, and I've never been to Orlando. I know there's a lot in Miami because I've been to Miami.
Leaving high crime
There's some
areas
crime out there.
and they're coming here. When the Floyd riots were going on in Minneapolis, I called out the National Guard in Florida immediately. I had state law enforcement deployed. We work with our local partners. We said very clearly, you're not burning cities down here. We'll put a stop to it if it happens. And sure enough, It didn't end up happening. We've also enacted.
Did they burn these cities down during championship
with tougher
parties?
And to prevent local governments from defunding.
They haven't had a
police.
championship in a while.
We've seen is under the Trump administration.
Hello there.
He.
My head is pounding and stuff has happened.
What happened, Egghead? What happened?
He's talking about his penis head.
Oh,
FYI, it's
yummy.
pounding.
How's your heart?
Enacted a bill, basically a jailbreak bill. It's called the First Step Act. It has allowed dangerous people out of prison who have now reoffended and really, really hurt a number of people. So one of the things I would want to do as president is go to Congress.
Currently, Florida ranks right in the middle, 26, when it comes to violent crime per capita, like per 100,000 residents.
That's not bad.
It's in the middle.
Yeah.
And seek the repeal of the First Step Act. If you are in jail, you should
For half
serve
the
your
country,
time.
that's a bad thing. For another half of the country, that's a good thing.
The top 5 per capita, and the first 2 are crazy because their populations are so small.
Kansas City?
Nope. Number 1, it's not a city, it's states. So, well, except for the first one, District of Columbia is number 1 per capita.
Yeah.
And then number 2 is Alaska, and then number 3 is New Mexico. New Mexico has a really small population too, bigger than the other 2, and then Tennessee, which has a pretty big population. Then Arkansas. So that's the top 5.
Is Kansas City, Missouri the most violent city?
I don't think so. I think it's probably either New Orleans or Detroit.
I remember at one point in time, Kansas City was known for being terribly violent.
Releasing people who have not been rehabilitated early so that they can prey on people in our society is a huge, huge mistake.
So Governor DeSantis, one
I
of the
heard
big questions
Chicago
that comes up in the president
became one of those areas too, like the
I
Chicago.
I would think St. Louis has way higher violent crime than Kansas City, but I'm not
presidential
sure.
election.
Chicago has 2 cities, basically. There's 2 sides of Chicago, and one side is really bad. And the other side, you can get a fantastic pizza.
Yeah, the bad part is the part that's near the Indiana border, near Gary,
Sure, it'll
Indiana.
happen again in 2024. Is Donald Trump claims that the 2020 election was rigged, and this raises a question. Even if you believe that that's true, how do you plan to reverse that sort of thing? If you're worried that the voting rules have changed, how do you plan to actually win, given the fact that 2020 didn't go the way that Donald Trump wanted it to go? Well, you obviously, in the state of Florida, took a very different tack, and you can see the results. You can see a 20-point shift between 2018 and 2020. Can you talk about your sort of on-the-ground strategy and how that would be different from what President Trump did in 2020 running against the Democrats?
The left is going to throw the kitchen sink at any Republican. You've got to be ready for that. So in 2020,
Are you ready
we
for
saw
it?
These states largely because of the Fauci state of emergency for COVID.
I love how Fauci's the boogeyman. Dude was just a doctor that worked in public health, and he gave his opinion on what he thought people should be doing. He was wrong about some things, right about other things. He's not like... I love how there's a Fauci-ism. It's ridiculous. By the way, I have the... This is the top most violent cities.
St. Louis.
St. Louis, number 1. Detroit, Baltimore, Memphis, Little Rock, Arkansas, Milwaukee, Rockford, Cleveland, and then Stockton, and then Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy because I must have always just been right place, right time in Albuquerque, and I lived probably in the better part of it.
Because you never got murdered.
Well, I never saw anything crazy go down or anything. It's funny because Portland of all places is the place where I saw a murder happen right in front of me, and that's not on any of those lists.
They use that as a pretext to change the rules, the way voting happened. They embrace this mail balloting and ballot harvesting. Of course, I think that that's wrong. But if I were the candidate, I would have gone in and combated that. Either had our people doing the same ballot harvesting or been more aggressive to try to head that off in terms of some of the legal challenges. I also look at how the federal government colluded with some of the tech companies to censor information, like the Hunter Biden story. That's election interference. It's totally unfair.
What?
But I would also
It's
point
totally
out
unfair.
that was Donald Trump's FBI and Donald Trump's DHS.
Oh, he's going to say
Damn.
Donald Trump's FBI went soft on Hunter Biden.
That was doing that. He didn't have control over his own agencies. If somebody in my government were doing that, they would have been fired
Yeah. Donald Trump fired the director of the FBI, and then the FBI came after him.
I think Donald Trump at that point in time actually had the Hunter Biden laptop and was using it to play video games.
Club Penguin.
Yeah.
The next day. And so you've got to take the responsibility as the candidate to shape the battlefield in a way that's going to be most
Well, if you
advantageous.
must know, my heart is still pumping, regardless of certain MFs wanting otherwise.
Oh my God, Egghead! I thank you for the dono.
Egghead,
wow, we're doing great tonight.
Egghead, they don't want to see you succeed. They want to see you 6 feet deep.
It's okay, Egghead. You know what's up. You know what's up,
Pages to your side winning. So what I'll do, obviously in Florida, we did it very effectively, but nationally, you look to see what the rules of the game are. Yes, we banned ballot harvesting in Florida. That's what you should do. Yes, we banned Zuckerbucks in Florida. That's what
No Zuckerbucks.
Zuckerbucks?
Is that Facebook funding?
I guess. I really don't know. I'm not familiar with
Yes,
that term.
we banned Zuckerbucks and Husker Do's and Husker Don'ts.
Husker Du's a great band.
Well, they
Husker
banned
Du's
it.
a pretty amazing band.
They banned it.
They banned the band
I think
Husker
so.
Du?
you should do. However, not every state has done that.
Trump
So
was
if you're in a state
spamming
like Nevada,
the N-word in Roblox on Hunter Biden's laptop.
going to spam the N-word. It's going to be great.
I'm going to type it one letter at a time.
Nobody can spam the N-word like I spam the N-word.
In Roblox, I'm typing it N. I typed N. I'm going to type I.
People do that in our chat. It's like...
So dumb.
It's like, what? Who cares, man?
It's probably like the lowest IQ thing I think I've ever seen in chat.
Yeah, like if you're gonna like be a racist troll, come up with something like funny at least, or like I don't know, that something that's at least somewhat intelligent.
I think if they had any level of intelligence, they'd do something better than racist trolling.
Who knows though, that someone could be really creative with that shit.
I don't think there's any really creative racists except Ted Nugent.
ballot
Like, he's
state
more of a really creative predator.
with ballot harvesting and Zuckerbucks, we will have organizations in place so that we can exploit that system.
Oh, yeah,
if you have it in Wisconsin,
You're the better
we will
Republican
have
when you
organizations
exploit things.
Exactly.
He's saying Donald Trump didn't exploit enough things.
in place to exploit that system. I think telling people
I'm the
not
best
to
at
send in a mail
exploiting.
ballot is a huge mistake, and it ends up reducing the pool of prospective voters. In Florida, we focused on some of these low propensity voters in my reelection.
Yo,
They usually
Ben.
vote in
Yes.
I just wanted I just wanted to say thank you for having me on the show. I know Jespro left. I didn't want to stay on long, but I have to go right now.
Hey, Ruby, thank you for
Yeah.
hanging with us. Thank you
Look
for
at Ruby, always quitting.
Thank you for everything you do in Actual Mania.
Stop. No, I'm so sorry. You guys don't understand. Like, literally, my mom's about to walk in any moment.
Yeah, have a good night. Thank you for
Mom,
hanging
it's
with
not
us.
what you think. All right, have a good night.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Ruby Jules, everybody.
Wow, that was one of the shortest lived Patreon guests.
We had Jess Bro too, but her computer kept kicking out.
Yeah.
So now it's back to classic mode.
2 guys, 1 screen.
2 guys, 1 cuck. Well, hi, Ruby. 2 guys, a girl,
Oh my
and a
God!
pizza
What?
place.
Oh shit! Hold on, I gotta fix that. What the fuck?
This is like when I got elephantitis mammaria.
There we go.
Presidential, they don't always vote in midterm.
G-O-N-E,
And we converted a lot
gone.
of them to vote. Most of them chose to vote by absentee ballot through the mail. That was their choice. If we told them you could only vote on election day, some of them very well may not have
That's so
voted.
dumb though, because people like it's so dumb that election day is always on a Tuesday and the polls are open where most people have to go to work. It's ridiculously dumb. Just have voting go on for like a week or more.
Yeah, I don't think voting in general makes sense any of the way it's done. I feel like there's got to be a better way to do it across the board.
I think the way it's done here is probably the best way that
It's being done?
Yes.
Yeah, I still think there's probably some sort of evolution of voting that would make more sense, get more accuracy, and get a quicker results. There's got to be something. Because even what we do here is like, it takes some time.
I don't mind it taking a little bit of time. It can be done more quickly, but it can be done more quickly, but there's security challenges that people are going to have to overcome.
Which I think
it's impossible.
We might be able to develop that using like some sort of blockchain method.
NFT voting.
Well, something like that where you can't duplicate. Everybody has like their own voter ID blockchain thing.
So
but that would be too easy.
Most people want some kind of paper ballot, so that's part of the problem. Like half of them want like a paper ballot. I believe that there are countries that vote online. I think maybe Estonia does. Estonia is a very small country, though.
Yeah, I think the Ryan Seacrest method is best. You have to call a 1-800 number to vote for who you want to vote for. You have to call from like your Obama phone or something.
The battlefield, it's your responsibility as a candidate to head off that. But every single candidate that we would nominate is going to face this from the left, the Democrats, and the media.
When I think of the United States, I think of a lack of security. We need more security in the
I'm
U.S.
not going to make excuses. I'm going to get it done, and we'll be sworn in as president on January 20th, 2025.
So, Governor DeSantis, final question for you here, because I know you have to run. Now, President Trump has threatened to not participate in any primary debates, assuming that he will sort of be appointed by...
That could hurt him. That could also help him. I don't know. That's
not going in the primary debates?
Yeah, because the front runner has never refused to go in a primary debate before.
And who is going to watch those debates if there's no Trump, right? Like, it's Trump.
I'll check out. I love the ones where it's like a clusterfuck and there's like 10 of them. So
Yeah.
I'll definitely be watching some of those early ones.
acclamation. What do you make of his threats not to engage in some sort of primary debate with any of the other candidates?
Well, look, I mean, I'm a blue collar kid. I started working for minimum wage.
That wasn't the question. It didn't have anything to do about working for minimum wage or anything.
I learned very early on, I'm not entitled to anything. You got to earn it in this world. And I think this nomination is something people have to earn. Nobody's entitled to be nominated. And so I intend to earn it. I think those debates are an important part of the process. So Republicans across the country can size up candidates and see what they think. I look forward to participating in them because I think we've got
He painted Trump as an entitled brat.
Yes. And that's another smart thing to do. And the whole like, oh, he's actually a leftist.
But then you paint Trump as an entitled brat. You have to come off as like a people's man at that point. And I don't know if DeSantis comes off as a man of the people more than Trump does. As entitled as Trump is, people look at Trump and they're like, oh, that's my dancing grandpa. That's my rapey grandpa. I think they connect with Trump on a human level more than they do with DeSantis. DeSantis just looks like a politician.
The human level that they connect with Trump is a fantasy in their mind.
Of course.
Because he's nothing like them.
Of course.
And I think that the contrast between me and some of the other
but
candidates
most people,
will be favorable.
their entire drive and motivation is
win the
fantasy.
Well, that is Governor Ron DeSantis. He's got a big day and a big several weeks at the minimum lined up for him. Governor DeSantis, if you want to give to his campaign, head on over to rondesantis.com. Really appreciate the time and good luck.
Hey, thanks so much. We appreciate
It's so funny to me how Ben Shapiro looks like he's completely AI generated. Sounds like he's AI generated.
It almost seems like he dyes his eyebrows and makes them look like bigger and thicker than they really are.
He might, but there are some thick eyebrows out there.
Sure.
He could be of the Eugene Levy tribe.
But he used to not look like that. It kind of like, because normally your eyebrows will thin with age.
Wonder if he plucked them because he didn't want to look that way.
I don't know.
Or if they don't always thin with age though. Sometimes you get those bushy old people eyebrows too.
There was a point where Ron Paul, when he was running for president, was wearing fake eyebrows during one of the Republican debates, and one of them like started falling off. It was very strange. Okay, here's a little story about like DeSantis voters versus Trump voters
in a fight.
Here in tradition tell me that DeSantis' announcement was much anticipated, and now that it's on record, it's time to weigh the pros and cons.
Go out and vote.
The debate is on for voters in tradition.
I think he's got it if Trump doesn't get in there, but Trump might wreck his chances.
Oh, how insightful.
Florida
My guy
Governor Ron
knows.
DeSantis announces his run for presidency. When it comes down to Trump or DeSantis, what do you decide?
DeSantis.
Yeah.
DeSantis.
Is Fix Soul watching right now?
Not Trump.
His personality.
The Verdanellis say Trump has too much baggage, but worry DeSantis' conservative agenda may work against him.
Just want to point out that goal, Fix Soul.
You, the next
It's been
president,
sitting
is it
$2.62 away from your number for a while now.
DeSantis or is it Trump?
It's Trump.
Thought you might want to
Trump now.
come in and get it, lock it in for a
For
minute.
Republicans like Align via Vicencio, Trump has already proven he has what it takes to be president.
It came from Cuba. We know what that means. Coming from the country that you have
Speak American.
Nothing. Even you have no right at all.
So if you had to choose between Trump or DeSantis, which way do you think you'd go?
You see that guy's shirt, the bunny crossbone thing? That they have one of those stores at the Bellevue Mall. It's one of the weirdest clothing stores ever. It's so weird to see an old guy wearing that shit too.
They started selling those. 62 cents. You're right. I said 64, didn't I? They the bunny shit has started to be sold at the Fat Guy store.
Oh,
that
yeah.
I shop at. They're like, look, you can get this, and it's really expensive.
Yeah, they have a whole store that only sells this brand.
Frank and Pinky.
At the Bellevue Mall.
You got it in. You got it in, Hawkeye.
Oh
You got it
no!
in.
It's a really good question, and we've
Frank
been
and Pinky,
debating this.
you
at
should have
home
done that. You're having a third kid.
for weeks.
But for independent voters like Jorge
Thank you,
Pascual,
I love DeSantis. I love what he's done for Florida. I think he's done wonders for Florida. But I think the 4 years with
I mean, that guy
Trump,
looks like he
economic-
shops exclusively at cigarette stores.
Economically, we're fabulous.
he says he voted for Trump for president and DeSantis for governor. But come election day, it'll come down to what's best for the country.
Does that mean that a Republican or a right wing has to give a little, and the left wing, a Democrat, would have to give in a little? The answer is yes. But we have to find common ground.
In tradition,
Oh, look at this guy being the most reasonable person to ever talk about Trump and
Joel
DeSantis.
Lopez, WPTV,
Bum, bum, bum.
News
Yes,
Channel
bro,
5.
Sadness. Sorry, I'm having computer troubles.
Oh, Just Bro, thank you for hanging with us as long as you did. I'm sorry it didn't work out. Your computer troubles were noticed, and we were sad while they were happening. We all wanted you to, I don't know, lay the smackdown on the candy asses.
Do you know who Fetty Wap is?
Yeah.
He's in trouble.
What did Fetty Wap do? He's only got one eye.
In prison, his
6
sentence
years.
is for his role in a drug trafficking conspiracy that took place in parts of Long Island and New Jersey. Fetty Wap, whose real name is William Jr. Maxwell II, pleaded
William
guilty.
Jr. Maxwell II.
Doesn't the junior normally come at the end?
It should have been William Maxwell Jr., I would
Right,
think.
because there is no second. Junior is the second.
Yeah, which makes me think William Jr. Maxwell the first. He was
Throw
ready to-
away the key. This guy makes no sense.
He was ready to have a junior.
In August to conspiracy to distribute and possess cocaine. Because of the plea deal, he was able to avoid a life sentence. and been convicted.
Wow.
Yeah, got to avoid a life sentence.
He was facing life and he took a plea deal and only
Now
got
my
6
message
years.
was censored by Streamlabs. Too funny, lol. Love you boys. This is
Ooh.
$11 now. Smile.
I'm going to see what it said, Mr. Captain Snacks. I'm going to see what you said. I'm going to see if I can even say it. If it got censored.
Ben said, Mr. Captain Snacks said in Ben Shapiro's voice, final question. Would you sexually satisfy my wife, Ron?
Yeah, that's a good question, Ron DeSantis. Like, would you make his doctor wife's vaginal crevice
Marjorie Taylor.
wet?
This is crazy because Marjorie Taylor Greene got laughed at
Yeah,
on the
everybody's
House
saying
floor.
that Fetty Wap snitched. It's likely he snitched.
That's why he only got 6 years.
Yeah.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, Republican Congresswoman, temporarily presided over the House of Representatives yesterday. And she made an attempt to quiet the chamber by calling for decorum.
Hold up. We got to pause real quick. We're going to get into this, but I'm reading, Honest Red says, did they show Blair White being fat phobic? We might have to get that and watch that in a little bit here.
Here's how Democrats responded.
The members are reminded to abide by decorum of the House.
She loves that gavel.
Is she supposed to be in that seat?
Yeah, she was supposed to be in that seat at this part, but she was like, "Yeah, it's time to practice decorum."
And they just laugh at her?
Yeah, because she never does it.
That's so funny.
Yeah. She was screaming at Biden while he was doing the State of the Union, like, "You're a liar."
What is this, take your conspiracy theorists to work day?
Be in order.
Yeah, as you heard, the Georgia Congresswoman's calls for composure were met with
Wow.
a burst of prolonged
Wow.
laughter. It comes just months after Green heckled President Biden repeatedly during his State of the Union address when she broke decorum and shouted liar. And that, among many other things, Jen, I think the Democrats just... that was very natural. That just came from everywhere.
That was
that was very
great.
organic.
Have we seen that before?
No.
Where somebody just gets laughed
I've
off the
never
fucking-
seen it.
That's amazing.
I think that happens in the British Parliament a lot, but not in our government.
Holy shit, are we the Brits?
The members are reminded to abide by decorum of the House.
The woman sitting on the right below Marjorie Taylor Greene on the right, that's Marcy Kapturin. She's Toledo's congresswoman. I recognize her right there. All right, so let's check out.
That was a very entertaining clip.
Yeah, I like that.
Target is facing intense backlash over some of its LGBT pride merchandise. And now the retailer says it is removing some of the items after incidents involving displays being tipped over and even employees being threatened. KTLA 5's Lauren Lister is joining us now from West
Is
Hollywood.
cancel
with
culture canceling back?
more on the latest pride controversy. Hi, Lauren.
Good evening.
Hi, Lou. We've been getting reaction to the chain's decision to remove some of its LGBTQ plus merchandise here at this West Hollywood Target.
So that dude finally won.
Well, it seems like
that
yeah.
annoying guy that I wish someone would punch.
And this
but-
is West Hollywood too.
Yes.
As West Hollywood
This
is
is in
very
Alabama.
gay.
Yeah.
West Hollywood's like the gay part of Hollywood.
Yep. Yeah, I've been there before, and almost every bar is just a gay bar. Like
Yeah.
if you go to a bar in West
Especially
Hollywood.
when I walk in.
Location. The decision coming from the company after the chain says it had intense backlash from some customers, including violent confrontations with workers. Target did not say what specific items it's removing. The collection has been on sale since early May for Pride Month, which is held in June. You're looking at some of the offering. Now, like I said, we don't know exactly what they pulled, but among the items that received...
So they still have stuff there. They just pulled a few
Yeah,
items.
I want to know what they pulled. Like, was it some straight up like too far propaganda
I
stuff?
have no idea.
Like, did they get a line that was just like a child in drag or something?
Leather daddies.
Yeah, leather daddy baby or something. That might be too far.
Somebody liked the stream too, by the way. If you haven't already, let's like the stream.
They were like, "This is a leather daddy teddy bear," and I'm like, "Okay, maybe that shouldn't be at Target. Maybe that should be at Spencer's."
Backlash specifically were swimsuits designed for use by some trans women and designs from a company that make satanic-themed LGBTQ plus merchandise. Target also
That's
confirming
fucked up.
it's moved its Pride merchandise from the front of the stores to the back.
So
in
did they
some
remove
southern
satanic imagery and not pride imagery? It was satanic pride.
It's satanic pride.
So really, it
imagery.
wasn't removed because it was pride. It was removed because it was satanic.
Some of it,
states where there was
Oh, these
backlash from
motherfuckers.
shoppers in those areas. In West Hollywood today, reaction
Gayest
to Target's
place in
decision
town?
to pull some items.
Since when did they get a rug to point up to your butthole?
Really disappointing that they pulled some of it.
If you
Her
had
name-
King Cobra
Saffron.
JFS a politician, which type of government position and which party would you choose for him and why?
Oh, a
Love you,
treasurer.
sweet boys.
Treasurer for
Oh
the
my God, his
fucking-
account's always in the negative.
Yes, treasurer for the Republicans. Saffron Barrows. What a
Identifies
name.
LGBTQ, and my kids are really
LGBTQ?
proud of the fact that when we go to Target, there's all this Pride Month.
She tried
and
so
Pride
hard
Week.
not to say Target.
And
When we go to
they
Ta-
feel, it
Target,
makes them feel really good that our family is affirmed.
she's a fucking plant.
In a statement Tuesday, the company writes in part, since
Not
introducing
real.
this year's collection, we've experienced threats impacting our team members' sense of safety and well-being while at work. Given these volatile circumstances, we are making adjustments to our plans, including remove items that have been at the center of the most significant confrontational behavior. Also in that statement, Target referencing a continuing commitment to the LGBTQIA+ community through Pride Month and throughout the year. We also reached out to local leaders in the LGBTQ+ community.
I wish they would show us what was removed. Like, I can't make a call either way on this without seeing what was removed. There's tons of rainbows in there. There's the gayest place you'll ever see rug. Like, they're still there. If they just removed one because it was like, I don't know, too lesbian. It was like, this is too pro-lesbian. But that's kind of weird.
We'll have an
but it was
update
removed
on
because
that
it was
for
like
you coming up.
gross.
Now, that's
If it was
latest live here
indecent, I understand.
in West Hollywood. I'm Lauren Lister. I'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Lauren.
Shit Smear says, why do vets only get 1 day and LGBTQ trans get an entire month?
I don't ask the people who make that decision. We didn't decide who gets a day and who gets a month.
Because the vets are far more efficient.
Well, also Memorial Day has been a thing way longer than Pride Month.
That's for death, right? Memorial is for
Memorial is
dead veterans and veterans living, right? Isn't that the difference?
Right. Memorial Day is fallen veterans and fallen police and firefighters, public servants that were like killed in the line of duty, that kind of thing.
But it's because vets are far more efficient. Like, if you see a Veterans Day parade, it's going to be a lot easier to contain than a gay pride parade.
Here's another thing. You're comparing two completely different things. One is a federal holiday designated by the government for 1 day that's been around for quite a long time. The other is like an honorary month. It's not like an official government holiday. It's just this month we honor the LGBT community.
It takes about a month to sell gigantic dick cocktail cups.
Okay.
And the vets don't have those, so they get everything the vets do gets done in 1 day.
So, because like on Memorial Day, the banks close, the post office is closed. It's an actual government holiday. I've most of the jobs I had that had paid holidays, that was a holiday I'd get paid for. So it's not even a good comparison.
If you want us to close down the country for 1 month for the gays, if that's what you're saying.
I don't.
If that's what you're saying. I guess we'll talk to Biden about it.
Orcas, or killer whales, have been doing something really weird over the past few years. They are attacking and even sometimes sinking boats. And the most recent incident happened about 3 weeks ago. This was off the coast of Spain, where 3 orcas hit a sailing yacht. They sunk it, and researchers don't really know why this is happening, but there's some...
And also, 365 days a year, if you're a veteran, you get tons of cute, cool benefits from a lot of places.
Yeah,
They
like the commissary and all that stuff.
Yeah, they celebrate you all year long. The WWE will give you a discount on tickets if you're active military. Like, the tons of places
There's
do
a
stuff like
lot
that.
of places that have military discounts. Fire military police discounts.
Tons of
usually.
places do that. So there's an indoctrinated system of recognizing veterans and service workers.
Dude, the military was paying the NFL to do these like super patriotic like displays before their games.
That was advertising.
I've been there for a few. Like I went to a few Seahawks games and they'd fly over like military planes and shit. It was ridiculous.
I almost signed up for the Navy because of a football game, and I wasn't even at the football game. I was just watching on TV.
Would be, and get this, a series of coordinated attacks. It sounds so bizarre when you hear it. But joining us now is Jeff Corwin, a biologist and host of Ocean Treks with Jeff Corwin. Jeff, so 15 of these incidents between orcas.
There's 15 incidents of orcas attacking boats. Just unprovoked attacks from orcas on boats.
Yeah, orcas are fucking crazy, dude.
Boats off the...
If I was like on a ferry or something in the Sound and I saw an orca, I'd be like, oh, that's cool. But I would not like try to go near an orca. Like they're big and they're scary.
2020, is that a lot? How uncommon is it for orcas to come across and interact with boats this way?
Gotti, I'd say this is some pretty extraordinary orca behavior.
These are incredibly intelligent creatures. They learn.
Jeff Corrin was doing a Saturday morning show for a while where he just was like on a cruise ship, and he would go around and like look at the animals in the local places where the cruise ship would stop, but then he would like eat these crazy meals too. He's one of those dudes that just has like a perfect job. I used to say that about Anthony Bourdain too.
He had a perfect job.
His job is like pretty cool too.
They adapt, they discover, and they change their behaviors.
Ocean treks.
They also have all the emotions that human beings
wear the short shorts. It's true. He does wear kind of like eerily weird, like oddly short shorts
They have
for
joy.
a big guy. He's kind of a big guy, like a barrel-chested kind of guy.
They have fear. They have malevolence. They're incredibly complex social creatures. And in this case, Gotti, is what we're seeing is a very novel learned behavior. But the question is, why are they attacking these ships, these sailing vessels?
And I mean, when you start thinking about what's going on, it almost paints this picture of, at some point, some orca or the orcas decided that this could have been a threat, and then
it's the chemtrails.
They had to communicate. It's either the same pod or they had to communicate that with other orcas for this to be going on in different places. Is there a chance that this is all the same pod, the same orcas, or does it seem like it's happening with orcas that may be outside of a family unit?
I found the Target shirts that were removed. They don't seem to be too outlandish. It's just the guy that made them was an open Satanist, I guess.
Okay.
So they were like,
so it had more to do with the
targeted for their-
Satanism than the gay.
Yeah, I wonder if the artist had made some like terrible comments online that Target as a corporation were afraid to stand behind. That's why they pulled the merch. I don't know.
What we call a residential pod, a residential extended family group. And this is and it's because of the traumatic, there can be devastating consequences to that playful behavior.
Yeah, I would not mess with
They get hit by ships when they wander in my.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, but there's
Yeah,
not
it's,
too much.
it's crazy when you're out in the water in a boat and a whale comes up.
I've never seen that. I've only been out in the water a couple times, and I've never actually seen a whale. I've seen all kinds of like seen jellies, and I've seen octopuses. Did you know it said the correct way to say it is? When I was younger, I thought it was octopi, but it actually is octopuses.
Octopuses,
which sounds dirty.
It does,
but
octopus
that's the way to
sounds
say
dirty.
it. Yeah.
People are trying to say that it's octopi.
It's not. It's actually not.
It's octopudding.
You know, when I went down to Alki Beach too, there was all these signs like "Don't feed the seals and sea lions." I've never seen a seal or a sea lion at Alki Beach, and I've been there probably like 5 to 10 times.
I don't know if I ever saw them at Alki Beach,
There
but
are
when I was a
signs
kid,
there.
I would see seals and sea lions all the time in Seattle when
Where'd
I was
they
a kid.
go?
Probably development ran them off.
That sucks.
I think probably down near the aquarium. There might still be some here and there, but
I've never seen one in that area before.
when I was a little kid, I would always see seals and sea lions.
So
There was
something changed.
Herschel the sea lion, I think, was always out.
Have you
He
seen
was, like,
Alaskan
famous.
Way now? Because it's totally different now.
I think I have.
They're setting it up so like the boardwalk area where you're walking along the water, there's going to be stuff on both sides
Yeah.
now. It's
That'll be
interesting.
good.
Yeah.
Octobussy is what it's called if it's a boy octopus.
Look at this robot
The
dog.
LAPD is getting a controversial
Oh, yeah, these
new
things are
tool
fucked.
that could help keep
Zombie
police
can just
officers
open a
out
door
of
with
harm's
its
way.
mouth.
These are the things that are going to kill us when Skynet takes over.
Maybe, unless they're the boys.
Oh, they have police cameras in the bad neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Surveillance cameras, like what they're talking about that the police promise that they're not doing here in my hometown, like in the bad neighborhoods where like the intersections that are like known to be high crime. There are police cams and they have like spinning like blue lights on them.
Yeah, they have those here in the parking lots of the grocery stores to catch people stealing from the grocery stores.
These are just like on a street corner there.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
They like take up a parking spot at the grocery store, and they get everybody who steals gets caught on the way out stealing, and they tag their picture and they tag the amount of stuff they stole, like in the store.
Yeah,
If
to
they
charge
filed
them
it-
with grand theft.
Yeah, they'll charge them with grand theft when all the thieving adds up to the amount that It means something.
Comment.
It just looks menacing the way they have it positioned, and it's like looking like
These
I don't know.
robots are like if you watch the robots from like 10 years ago versus now, it's really awesome how they've
It's gone
advanced.
fast. Everyone like the stream if you haven't already. Liking the stream is very beneficial. It's very beneficial, and we've been doing great tonight.
Yeah.
We're almost at 90% already, and we're just an hour in. This is amazing. Thank you guys. I'll tell you what. I don't do this every time, but this time, once we reach the goal, I'll start next week's goal tonight. After the goal, if we reach it pretty soon here, I'll just start next week's goal, and we can start working on that tonight.
Wow. We got the robot. This robot dog does not look nearly as menacing as the one with the damn arm on its face that was opening the door at the beginning of the video there.
Yeah, there were a few different kinds.
When I seen that one just reach out with a freaking arm and open the door with its face, that's too much. I think I might have ants.
What, down here?
There was an ant on me earlier.
Down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. So there might have been a little bit of food dropped or something.
Okay. Yeah, there was like an ant on me, and I
I'll take
flicked
care
it
of
off.
them.
And I don't know if there's any more, but
There
I
might
feel
be a
like
couple.
I feel like there is, but it could be 100% psychosomatic.
It could be.
It could be a robot ant.
So, because we're partially underground, if there's like anything for them to eat in here, they'll come in here. Strangely enough, this weird spray here,
the room spray,
yeah, totally makes them never want to come back.
Ever since the one ant, I caught the one ant like I don't know, 20 minutes ago. I've been feeling more ants, but I can't find them. So I think it
could
might
be
all be
psychosomatic.
mental.
Okay, this is the last one.
Oh, you say that,
Wow,
Frank and Pinky, but you said that about your second child. Congratulations, though, for real, on the third kid.
Someone asked if this is a Hobbit hole. No, but there is an actual Hobbit house in Washington that I've always wanted to look at. Have you ever seen it?
Is it in Bremerton? I know. I've seen a couple of them, I think.
It is in a place called Orondo, Washington.
Huh.
Orondo.
Orondo.
Auto parts. It looks really cool. I mean, it looks like an authentic Hobbit house.
That does look like the Shire Hill right there.
Here's another one that's pretty good, but it's not as big. This one
Is
looks
that
way
in the
bigger.
same area, or
I don't know.
dude.
This is the one in Orondo.
I'm gonna look up Hobbit houses on Airbnb.
Yeah.
Can we stay in the Orondo Hobbit house?
Yeah.
Can we hire a midget
It's
prostitute?
probably really expensive, and there's probably a wait list. But
I just want to stay at the Orondo Hobbit
look
house
at that.
and hire
It's
a
so
midget
cool on
prostitute.
the inside.
That is pretty sweet.
There's a treehouse Airbnb that's like right on the edge. Like it's like on a cliff, and then there's just the ocean right there. And that place is always booked and stupid expensive just to stay in a treehouse.
There's a lot of tree houses in Washington State on Airbnb.
They're big for tree houses,
Yeah.
but they're still kind of small. All right, let's check out some Cobra stuff.
Looks like there's 3 Washington State Hobbit houses.
That's cool.
My trolls donated money to my Cash App, but don't hate to talk shit.
Cobra got banned for a week from YouTube. He can't do anything.
What?
Yeah. Look at that double down. Man, my double down was so much bigger than that.
Yeah. Was yours as crispy on the outside?
Yep.
Or?
Yep, definitely. I used panko though. I should get more like a southern fried batter for it. That would probably make it a little more authentic.
Yeah. I think next time, instead of doing the patties you did, try and fillet them down the middle to make them half the height.
You know, instead of using, because I used breast this time, I would rather use thighs instead. I think they taste a lot better deep
Interesting.
fried. Yeah.
Have you looked to see what the double down meat uses? Is it white meat?
It's probably white meat.
Yeah.
Kill yourself, you bald faggot.
Nice.
Oh, is
Wait,
that
what?
Oh my God! What did you do? Is that why he got banned?
And I was just like,
shit.
I'm straight, dude, and you gave me $1, so that's a reason to live.
He's talking about what someone said to him.
Yeah, but they could have just
What's
flagged
your
him
deal?
saying that.
Man, so YouTube's picking
That's
on an
just how it
autistic
goes
guy?
when you're on
Leave me
YouTube,
alone.
You know, your fans donate money to your Cash App and PayPal. And it works like Cameo. People pay money for, like, a shout-out. So, like, say someone says, hey, Josh, my buddy's a huge fan of your KingCobra videos.
Non-related.
His name here's $5, give him a shout-out. You know, and people abuse that shit.
They do. You know how
On
many
the
people
video
I've
in question-
accidentally bullied over Cameo? Because people hire me to do a cameo. They're like, hey, Billy, this is my friend Gregory. Tell him his butt stinks.
And do they send it to Onision?
Yes. Like, tell him his
It'd be
butt
like,
stinks.
it's
He'll get
James
it.
now.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
shout-out video, I literally told the troll, I said, you first. Basically shoved it back in the troll's face. Now,
Yeah, you show him.
Owned.
Being like, fuck you, fuck suicide, and fuck the trolls.
Exactly.
Because I read the troll's comment telling me to kill myself. Fucking, they flagged the video, and YouTube said that that video violates community guidelines for promoting violent content. Yet when my trolls make content about me and I flag it, does YouTube care? No. I keep grinding on YouTube, it ain't nothing but a thing. The trolls just take their own fun away. If you enjoy making fun of my videos,
Fact.
now you have to go a whole week without it.
Fact.
It's pussy-ass trolling and I rule their fucking life, dude.
Sorry.
I did send an appeal to YouTube. I told YouTube in some of it that I was responding to a hater comment, and a hater fucking flagged the video and they're abusing YouTube's guideline policy.
Rude little haters.
And that I was not promoting suicide or self-harm or anything like that. I was basically telling the troll to fuck off.
There you go. Here's a Cobra Tales, an animated.
I
thing.
love these. At the Casper Motel, weather don't permit to ride your bicycle, so we're on staying.
About to whip up a nice poop from my trolls.
Show on Casper After Dark.
I wish that existed. Casper After Dark.
Casper After Dark salutes these local establishments.
Hi folks, Big L here for Big L's Wand Emporium and Warehouse, your #1 source for wands in the greater Casper, Wyoming area. Okay, we found this kid named KingCobraJFS on YouTube. He was manufacturing counterfeit wands, okay? These wands here, I have it on good authority. They ain't got no fucking magic in them. Okay? Try and summon a fucking thunderstorm with these wands, folks. All you're gonna summon is a big fucking plate of disappointment, okay?
Whoa.
As all discerning, of-age non-muggles know, there is only one source for legitimate magical wands in the greater Casper, Wyoming area, okay? When you think of wands, folks, you think of Big L's Wand Emporium and Warehouse,
When you
okay?
think of
Thank you.
wands.
These
You
allegations.
gotta watch the language, okay? They don't let you curse on TV, Al.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. It just gets me so miffed, okay? There's kids out there selling these sticks to people like they're wands, and they ain't. They got no magic in them, nothing. I got mouths to feed, Jimmy.
Oh my God.
There's no food in the house, Grandpa. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, sweetheart, we're gonna buy some food right after Grandpa's done with this commercial,
No,
okay?
send her to
Grandpa's
Cope's
gonna-
house. He'll cook her something.
Oh.
He'll make her a
Child
nice,
abuse.
He'll make her a nice meal.
Child abuse.
Find
Copes
some
will do
money
it.
somewhere,
Copes
okay?
feeds the children. His ones have real magic.
Better from the cancer.
Yeah, sweetheart, she's gonna be okay. Your mama's gonna be just fine. I'm sure
Fine.
that I will come up with some money for the cancer treatment, okay? She's gonna be all right.
Should have used the Cobra wand on that
This kid's
cancer.
stealing my business. Stealing my business, Jimmy. What am I supposed to do, okay?
Well,
Can't
maybe
keep my
develop
family
a
above
wand that can
water
cure
here.
cancer.
It used to be that to be a wand manufacturer You had integrity, Jimmy. You had integrity.
And what did integrity
Where
get
is
you?
integrity
You can't
now?
feed your crippled
Where is it?
granddaughter, and her mommy aunt is dying of cancer. Oh shit. Sean Saunders.
He's got a monocle.
I was wondering who was staying at the hotel. Integrity wands. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching. Yes, we are using this right now as we talk about this video. Thank you, Section 107 of the Copyright Act.
Yes. I learned a lot from that. I'm going to go to the bathroom really quick.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, feel free to ask very deep personal questions about yourselves, and I'll answer them in front of everybody without laughing. I went to go see The Machine last night. You guys like Bert Kreischer? You like Bert Kreischer? He uses a lot of fat stuff, and I don't think he's fat enough to represent the fats, but it's nice for him to do it anyways. Just felt like a little fat exploitation to me. I don't have any Alky Bucks left. Maybe I do. I don't know. I haven't checked. What's my favorite mythological story? Oh, damn. Probably, fuck. I like the Minotaur. Is that a stupid one?
Hey, Billy, blue-black deck or white-green deck?
Ooh, you know, I have like 21 commander decks, and I don't have a straight blue-black or a straight white-green commander deck. I don't have either. And I've been thinking about building both, and I'm leaning more towards black-blue. So I'll say
Hope you
black-blue.
are doing well, Billy. I'm better and have a plan for
Yes.
revenge come next month. Desperate times, my friend.
I like to hear that, Egghead. Billy's a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. That's facts. Life is plastic. So fantastic. The Odyssey was good. Billy, I show my asshole to everyone who asks, but when I'm on an internet podcast show, I get stage fright. How do I combat this? Well, for one, I don't think anybody asked you on an internet podcast show to show your ass, did they? Maybe if somebody asked you to do it, you would find the courage to get it done. I don't know. Bad Taste is a good movie. What's that? What's that? Commander Grevenil Vec. That's a good one. I wanted to build a Commander Grevenil Vec. That's red black. I wanted to build that. I was going to build an all humans version. I already have a mono white humans deck. And I was like, maybe I'll make a black and red humans deck. Do Gisa and Geralf for your blue black deck? I don't know. I don't even know where I would go with that. I was thinking about doing a there's a blue deck with a you can have a companion with a background or whatever. Not a companion. You can have a commander and a background. There was a blue commander that allows you to play an instant or sorcery in your graveyard when you play the opposite of the two. So if you play a sorcery, you can play an instant of like equal or lesser value or free or something for free. I was thinking about building that in a blue-black and making a little value, graveyard value deck. I'm such a freaking nerd. Everybody's asking me Magic the Gathering card questions. That's how you know it's trouble. Have a red, white, black human cleric zombie deck. Pretty epic. That sounds good. My red, white, black is the Elder Dragon from Modern Horizons 2. So good. Tumbling Doll of Flesh is Billy's favorite film. I've never even heard of that. I love Bad Taste. It's Peter Jackson's first movie. Interesting.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Take a drink, everybody.
People are discriminating against wolves.
I hit the wrong button.
Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's Yu-Gi-Oh, I think.
All right, let's check this out.
Good fine day to you, YouTube. I have this bottle of alcohol that I've been sipping on. This is a Georgia peach flavored whiskey from.
Is this an edit of the one we watched before?
Is it?
I know we watched this one before, right? Because he starts doing the review.
Yeah, I think we. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go to another one. Yeah, This is an edit of it. You're right.
Happy International Golf Day.
Hey.
Desperate times calls for desperate measures.
Desperate time.
You know, next month's Actual Mania is excessive guidelines.
Oh.
Excessive guidelines. So every match is going to be hardcore rules.
Oh.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. We're going to give most of the champions time off, and we're going to make some of these matches number one contender matches. We need to assemble a tag team to take on the actually, we need to assemble 2 tag teams to go for number one contender against the tag team champions at SummerScam, because we have to have a tag team match at SummerScam. So
we must increase our bust.
I use that hair fiber stuff that you shake in your hair. That's why I looked so full the other night.
Yeah.
Not a bad quick alternative. Got some care packages.
it does create an illusion, but if you go out in the rain...
They're making wands. Oh, my dad carved wood. My dad likes to make goblets. That was nice.
Yeah, his dad's making goblets, Cope's making wands. They're about to shut the Emporium down.
Yeah, those poor kids.
Thank you, David, for the G Fuel. I appreciate it, dude.
He got some G Fuel.
I like G Fuel. It's not a sponsor.
We should send him something. What would we send him?
Yeah, that's the problem. Every time I think about sending him something,
what flipper we got?
I just think of like all the things I want to send him, and it's way too much. I would just send him all types of shit.
Just choose the highest priority one first.
We should send him an entire box of ice cream, but not refrigerated. So when he opens it, it
You're
just
a
melts
troll?
everywhere.
He would call that a troll.
That's true, huh?
Yeah.
Shit, we shouldn't do that. That'd be horrible. It'd be so fucking rude. Not doing that.
We should find some interesting canned food and send it to him. 'Cause
Yeah.
he'll eat that
4
shit.
wands for Etsy.
Yeah, actually,
He likes canned meat a lot.
I used to go to this
Spam. We should send him like a shitload of spam.
Spam is all right. I used to go to this bargain. No, it wasn't maybe there's probably stuff at the bargain store like canned sardines. They're super cheap.
Probably. That stuff has a long shelf life.
Oh, so if we can get some really interesting raviolis.
For tomorrow.
Like not regular raviolis. Like if there's canned ravioli with jujubes in it or something.
We should send him some of those canned Vienna sausages.
I just want to fill his bog trough.
P.O. Box 3862, Casper, Wyoming, 82601, if you want to send me anything.
That's the address.
More alcohol.
We got to send him some alcohol, right?
Jack Daniels, Crown Royal apple shooters.
Little shooties.
We should send him like a bottle of the like most ridiculously hot sauce and watch him cook with it. Because you know he'll just like nuke his own face. I've seen him do it before with other really spicy things. He'll do it. He ate the hottest wings at Buffalo Wild Wings. He did like the challenge. He couldn't finish them within the time limit, but he still ate them all. And his face was just burning.
There's this place that I go to that has like all types of meats. It's called Double D Meats in Montlake Terrace, Washington. And they have aisles and aisles and aisles of different hot sauces. It's like some of the most...
Is that where you got that one hot sauce? Yeah.
That really hot
With the
sauce.
bullet?
Yeah, they have the behind the shelf hot sauces. That's where I would used to go to get head cheese for my grandma. Well, my grandma used to love that shit. And they always have some crazy wieners and stuff behind the counter. But yeah, it's right next to a fantastic brew pub with great food. The brew pub next door does a great steak on a fucking like stone tablet. It's bomb. But yeah, going there, they have a lot of day old stuff. That might be a great place to get Cobra treats too.
Cool. Let's put this in the fridge to get it cold.
Have you ever seen Cobra eat ice cream?
No.
Yeah, I wonder if he's got like his teeth are so bad that the cold might hurt it.
Cold affects my teeth, and I don't have like rotten teeth or anything.
Yeah.
Some people just have sensitive teeth to cold stuff.
Yeah. I kind of want to send him some like weird ass
Sure
ice
it can
cream.
help more than I
You ever see they had pickle ice cream for a while?
Yeah,
it
that
was like
doesn't
pregnancy
surprise
ice
me.
cream. It was made specifically for pregnancy cravings.
I had been wanting to go to this restaurant forever. It's called
Lady J?
And I went there the other day, and it was really good. And I got the prime bulgogi short rib melt. It's a sandwich.
How was the
It was really good.
bulgogi?
It was really good. It was amazing.
With radish and carrots, spicy mayo on a brioche roll.
And 3 sides.
What were your 3 sides?
Oh, God, I don't remember right now. Let's see. I think I got the jalapeno kale Caesar. I got the potato salad and the Brussels sprouts, I believe.
Yeah, I would have got the Brussels sprouts, the baked odds and ends, black eyed peas, and then I probably would have had the vegetable vinegar slaw to go with it.
Yes.
I wouldn't get the sandwich though. I'd have to get like a full meat gimmick to try and stay on my keto.
They smoke everything. They have a butcher shop too. Like,
Did you lick your fingers clean?
yes,
Samoan
of course,
says
you have to do that.
Did you lick your fingers clean?
You have to do that. Yeah. Yes. The cuts. Yeah, this place is really good. I'm gonna go back again.
Hank
For the
Cho wants
record-
to know if you can smoke bongs there.
No.
What? No bongs?
I'm not going out
People
of my
think
way
she
to
was
fuck
smoking bongs.
She
there.
wasn't. She was like smoking something.
with the trolls.
Like food or a drink.
I got better
I think
shit to
I
do.
think she was putting smoke into a cocktail. They do that a lot. Remember that smoky drink I get at Ascend? They
Yeah.
bring it with like the lid on it.
Yeah.
With my life. Black metal tape.
Oh no.
My guy's got to pop that. He can't not pop it. It's a Boglam's duty to pop all the little poppers. What's in there? What's in there, Cobes? A can of beer?
Can of beer.
What is it? It's Yingling.
Yingling. Is it old?
It almost looks old, but it could just be like a throwback can.
I kind of want to send him my 40-year-old can of Billy beer. 45-year-old
He'll
can of
drink
Billy
it.
beer.
He'll drink it.
Oh, God. I don't want him to drink it.
Cobra. I hope you are doing well and having fun. You are an incredibly good pet owner to Puff. Yes, I am. I love
Haven't seen Puff in a little while.
Puff. Fuck the trolls. They have no lives and envy your life. Oh, don't I know it? They lose so hard. It's not even funny. It's just sad at this point.
Damn.
I love how this person wrote this so perfect for him. Like, this is exactly what he wants to hear.
I've included a and prepared North Carolinian drink combo called a Carolina Cobra. I've also included a split of raw black metal, run hired / Verfulicht. Verfulicht is my band. That's what's up. And this split is dedicated to you. Hell yeah. It would mean the world if you could play a sample of the tape on a video while enjoying the Carolina Cobra. Anyways, please enjoy the drink combo and tape. Keep on rocking and being a gothic bad boy. Regards,
Classic
Edward.
gothic bad boy Cobes.
Thanks, Edward. I don't think my tape player works, but I'll definitely have to give it a listen if I can find it online. So I guess the Carolina Cobra consists of this beer,
A Yingling
some Jack Daniels,
and the Apple Crown.
Sour Apple Crown, and this Sundrop Soda Pop.
Is that just Mountain Dew, like generic brand? Or?
I think it might be.
Try that sometime. Stick these in the fridge.
He's gonna refrigerate it. Good kid, King Cobra. Good kid. Last time he just drank the warm thing right out the package.
It has more caffeine than Mountain Dew.
Yeah, Chevy says everyone send him Bud Light and don't stop. He will have Bud Light surrounding his walls in the living room. That would kind of be cool if people just if 100 people sent him a rack all at once.
Let's send KingCobraJFS some cool stuffs.
He just had 100 racks of Bud Light in his house. He'd drink them all, right? Eventually.
I am not gay. I am straight.
Here are some stickers. I hope you enjoy the humor. The one that says, "This machine kills sickos," is based on a sticker Woody Girthy had on his guitar.
Woody Guthrie?
I changed it to "Sickos." It might look good on your guitar.
Oh, no.
Anyways, keep being yourself. And
Oh, no.
Thank you. Except my guitars are all stickered up. I don't have any more room.
I think someone tricked him into using a
Got the
Nazi
stickers,
sticker or something once.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
Bubble wrap.
Did you hear about the young ass Gen Z Zoomers were getting they all were on TikTok getting this tattoo to represent Gen Z, and the troll was that it was like a Nazi tattoo, and all these kids went and got this tattoo thinking it was Gen Z.
That's something. I mean, they are Nazis, though, right?
Gen Z?
All of them.
I have no idea.
All of them.
I don't identify with Gen Z enough.
That's a lot of stickers, dude.
Okay, so Woody Guthrie says this machine kills fascists. That's not so bad. I was like, oh, well, wait a second.
Fucking hate sickos.
What was replaced with sickos, but just fascists.
Yes.
Oh, he's got-
Yes.
He's got some stickers.
Black flame to light my green
Woody
smoke.
Guthrie is a good username.
Love it.
Black flame to light my green smoke. That's gothic
Machine
smoking
kills
right there.
Sickos.
Sicko killing machine.
Anti-sicko stickers. That's what's up.
That is.
This is a true fan here.
What's up?
I thought it was a troll at first.
Nope, it's a real fan.
Yes.
$60 more to the goal, guys.
KingCobraJFS for Casper City Council. That's hilarious.
Is he running for council?
All kinds of cool stickers.
All the Gen Z
Body
Nazi
tactical
TikTok
soap. Love it.
tattoos I'm reading about are from September 2020. Must have just recirculated this week.
Also, guys, if you haven't already, check out our audio stream. We have it linked down in the description. It's free. We do a lot of pre-show content on there. You should go check out our last episode on there because there's a lot of stuff that happened off the air with Vosh and Magicus and Jeff Holiday, which is pretty cool. So you should check it out, and it helps the show out tremendously, and it doesn't cost you a thing, and you get extra content.
And
for free.
subscribe via the platform.
Yeah, whether that's Spotify or iTunes or whatever. There's so many, I feel weird saying that because there's so many options for downloading audio podcasts that I try to think of the most popular ones. I think those two are the two. That's where most of our downloads of the audio version come from? iTunes first. iTunes is like the biggest amount, like the biggest share of them, and then Spotify.
Ashtray inspector. Yes.
Cobb's loving these stickers.
Very cool stickers, dude. Thank you so much.
Albertson's
There was-
monster.
yeah. Why was Albertson? There was also a picture of him doing this.
Gotta represent. I wonder where these stickers are gonna go.
Oh, Cobra Cult symbol stickers.
Oh, the Cobra Cult. Look at that little wiener key. Wasn't that a Lucrane sticker? I thought it was Albertsons, but maybe it was Lucrane.
Lucrane.
We didn't get a good pause on it, so I don't know what all those stickers were.
Is that what he called it, Lucrane?
He called it Lucrane.
Yeah.
Born to Bog. Cobra's really just giving us a second for the screen caps here.
Oh, they had the Andre the Giant has a posse, but it was Cobra on it. Did you see that?
Oh.
Hold on.
Born to Bog.
Yeah, this is it. I don't think he knows what it is. I don't think he knows that it's a parody of something.
That's supposed to be Andre?
Yeah, there's an old Andre the Giant has a posse, and it looks just like that.
Dudes.
We did not get a good pause on it.
KingCobraJFS.
But it was him instead of Andre.
Nice.
Yeah, he went too fast with it.
I shall hold on to these stickers.
Born to be Boglum. Born to be Boglum.
Yeah, we need that.
What do we have
That's
here?
a good cover.
Yeah. Get your bike running. If weather is permitted, head down to the loaf and
Black
jug.
pipe tool. That's
Goth
pretty
girls
goth.
can get it.
Pretty, I like that.
What is that?
I have one of
Compass?
those. I have one of
Never-
those. It's for like cleaning pipes.
I have enough pipe tools.
Yeah.
We're going bog wild. Think Cobra knows how to ride a motorcycle?
He doesn't even know how to drive a car. A motorcycle takes a little more skill and attention.
He does ride bicycle when weather
It's
permits.
a very different thing.
Coconut oil.
I did not say Goth Girl Rose can get it, Rose.
I rode scooters for the first time. When I went to Alki Beach, I took a scooter for the first time I've ever done it in my life from Alki Beach to where that restaurant was, which is like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 miles.
On a scooter?
Yeah, on a scooter.
But that doesn't mean Goth Girl Rose can't get it. I'm just saying. I didn't say that. I'm not taking either side of the fence on that one.
It's kind of crazy at first how fast they go. It's kind of like, whoa. Because they're faster than those e-bikes that we were riding.
Yeah, those e-bikes are not
Bag full of snacks.
terribly like they hit like a very natural propulsion.
You still have
from pedaling.
You have to pedal, and then the battery kicks in and makes pedaling a little easier.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
It's not Al Qaeda Beach. Oh my gosh, it's Al Qaeda Beach. Al Qaeda Beach. The beach. Was he got some marmalade there? Some pickled herring?
The fuck is this? Oh, spicy sour sauce from Pad Thai Sauce Company.
Ah.
Yeah, he can cook with that.
Making some Cobb's Pad Thai today.
He's moving into Asian foods now.
What's that?
Canned fish.
Oh no.
Get some mackerel.
My man's with the mackerel. There's a man with a mackerel plane.
Luncheon loaf.
Oh god.
Luncheon loaf.
Yeah, Spam would be too bougie. You just gotta give him the luncheon
Chopped
loaf.
clams.
Some
I
clams.
love canned food like this.
See, these people had whoever sent him this had the idea I was talking about earlier, just sending him a bunch of canned meat.
Yeah. Do you think Cobra would make a good chowder?
Because that stuff he can actually turn into content because he makes his disgusting food all the time. So sending him that, because that shit's cheap and it doesn't spoil, so you can send him a whole bunch of that shit.
Smoked oysters.
What's up, cool Cobras? We're making Mountain Dew Baja Blast Pad Thai.
Pad Thai.
We're going to do a Mountain Dew Baja Blast reduction. We're making a bog lasagna. We soaked the lasagna noodles all night in Mountain Dew Baja Blast. We've got some shiitake mushroom gnocchi.
Potato ganache.
No,
1 minute
gnocchi.
cook time.
Ganache.
Look at that potato ganache.
Potato ganache.
Bibbidi bobbidi
Or the
boo.
luncheon loaf.
Put it together. Or what
Another
do you
luncheon
got?
loaf. He's be living
Potato
off that luncheon
ganache.
loaf. You know, I mean, it is kind of good for him that he has no taste at all because he can eat a lot of this gross stuff, and I would not. That shit's cheap. You could save a lot of money eating just canned meat.
Is it that cheap though?
Yeah, it is. Well, I mean, obviously it varies, but yeah, like canned tuna, canned sardines, that kind of stuff. Yes, it's pretty cheap.
Not as cheap as rice and lentils, rice and beans and lentils.
Right.
Like Vol sheets.
I do like lentils a lot.
So that was a whole can of sweetened condensed corn, or was it sweetened condensed milk?
Potted meats.
Potted meat. We've got the potted meat.
What does that even mean?
It's like a pate almost.
Oh.
We've got the potted meat. Spread it on your sandwich. We've got the potted meat. Happy little potted meat.
Appreciate you all.
When you want a meat, but you don't want to see any reasonable grain or meat in the meat, it's a questionable meat. It's a mystery meat pate. Potted meat.
That was great.
Morton Davis's potted meat has so much sodium, you can really taste it too. It's all preservative sodium.
This next video is entitled Proof of My 30-Pound Weight Loss.
Oh.
Meat sandwich.
Did I make this? Meat sandwich.
It is a pair of the most disgusting feet I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, if I see
Standing
these,
on a scale.
If I see these and they're hot, I'm going to have to leave the room.
Those are Jared's feet, by the way.
Those are Jared's feet?
Yes.
I was thinking maybe this was I thought this might be vegan gains.
Ha, look how dirty they are. He has like caveman feet.
Holy shit.
Those are Jared's feet.
Is he okay?
I don't know. Look how dirty they are. Look at the floor too. It's like
the floor looks bad, but I'm actually surprised it doesn't look worse.
I don't know where this is.
Right?
This probably isn't
This
in
might
his
be the
room.
hallway. He might have
Yeah.
moved this into the hallway. This is the cleanest part of the house.
Look at his feet though. I think he just goes walking around in the dirt barefoot all the time.
You ever remember when cartoons get their feet ran over by like a semi truck?
Nope.
It looks like flattened ass ran over semi truck cartoon feet.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
So he lost 30 pounds? What's he weighing there at?
I mean, like this
Say
isn't
260?
This isn't proof of anything because
230, 240, 238?
he didn't show what he weighed before. And these kind of scales you can like tweak and like set them up or down.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Here's another video from him.
Oh, it's not his feet. Man, he shouldn't own those feet.
Going on, guys? It's your boy Jay Genesis.
Maybe he
here.
found another weird
They
guy
look
to
like
step on the
hobbit
scale.
feet. He filmed another 54 seconds video of him showing part of his room and he called it progress.
They look like vomit feet. The hobbit feet as well.
Let me scooch over here for you. There we go. So you can see me in the light better. Excellent.
Now I have to
So-
pee, and I can't leave the room because I said if they were hot feet, I was going to leave to go take care of myself, and I have to sit
Yeah,
here.
when you said hot feet, it grossed me out because I knew it was going to be Jared.
Yeah, I have to sit here for at least like 20, 30 minutes so people don't think that I'm leaving to go work one out to Jared's
think
feet.
That's what you're about to do.
I know I cursed myself by making that joke,
The
but
Genesis
now I have to
army
pee.
is growing.
And I feel I'm
But-
like having psychosomatic reactions to nothing.
He says the
So weird.
Genesis army is growing.
What happened? Did you kidnap somebody?
Last night I joined his Discord and got banned like immediately.
That's rude.
Yeah, what gives, Jared?
Why doesn't he just want to have cool
What
Ben
gives?
friends?
I need your help, guys. For those of you who like
He's doing this like, help me flag somebody
me
again.
and watch my shit, I need you to join my Discord so we can bring down the evil narcissist together, bro. You know what I'm saying? Together we are few but strong. And my life's mission is to bring down the narcissist. That's all I care about anymore.
Why don't you say who they are?
Destroy the narcissist. And so I ask you to join me. You don't have to be, you know, a super badass alpha or whatever. Just be yourself, and you will certainly be accepted in the Genesis Army. So I'll leave a link in the comments because YouTube sucks and it won't let me link it.
You know what I'm saying, bro.
So yeah, bro. Hope to see you on my Discord. And also, I just wanted to, I have to mention this one more time. I went on a ban hammer
Wouldn't it be
rant.
funny if when Jared was outside doing his Jared Fua Porto Potty would fall on him?
Yes, that would be great. I want that.
Or excuse me, I went on a ban hammer
To happen accidentally, independently.
excursion, I guess, for lack of a better word. I'm sorry, guys. My voice is.
You hear that cough? Jared and I might have the same sickness.
It is a sickness.
Just letting the hamster wheel turn, huh?
Yeah, because I'm like, what kind of sickness does Jared have? And I'm like, oh.
I don't want to answer.
Club Penguin.
I deleted my Club Penguin
I
account.
banned a lot of people,
this
and
morning.
some of you probably aren't trolls. So check back. I probably unbanned you. Unless you're a troll, then no luck this time, buddy. But
So
yeah,
Egghead says he deleted his Discord this morning.
What a surprise.
He probably missed you not being in there.
God, Egghead knows everything about Jared. Egghead is up Jared's ass like.
Egghead has like a daily routine. He like wakes up, he sees,
Looks at what Jared's doing.
He sees if any celebrities died. He sees if there's any cool wrestling stuff to talk about. He sees if Jared has wiped his ass or not. And then Egghead does something truly noble, and he goes and he feeds hungry families in his community. And we don't hear that part of Egghead because unlike spoilers for wrestling, unlike celebrity deaths, unlike Jared's weird shit, Egghead doesn't share that side of himself with us. I think that's kind of sweet, Egghead. That's just for the homeless that you feed.
I went on a little banhammer spree. And I do apologize for that, guys. But here's the thing. God damn it. Hold on, guys.
The big wheels keep on turning.
Ugh. Clogged up throat there. That's what she said.
That's what she said's never work.
Well.
Here's the thing, bro.
Jared doesn't know what women say.
Hey. Oh, I think we're good. We good? Okay. Excellent.
I wonder what type of woman Jared's mom is. Like if she's...
I got a belch.
Just check to see if there is an update. Once again, his Twitter has been removed or taken down again by him.
Damn.
There you go, Egged.
Hidden like right here that wants to come out, but we'll just let it chill there. There isn't any drama on my Discord, so if you're not looking for drama, don't worry about it. Like, the trolls are gone, dude. You have to have a different phone number on Discord. That's what's so great about Discord, bro. You actually...
He made this like yesterday, and now his Discord's already gone. He's so
already
dumb.
vanished.
You have to have a different number to come back, which YouTube should fucking utilize, and it's stupid that they don't. But, you know, I guess they feel like that would hurt their numbers, so fuck them. But, yeah, bro, there's literally no trolls on my Discord.
YouTube is very worried about their numbers going down. They're only the second most visited site in the world. Or at least in America. I don't know about the world.
Oh, if you're afraid of stupid drama, like, don't even worry about it, homie.
I think it's the world.
It's just us alphas. So, again,
just us alphas.
I ask you to join the Genesis Army, and together we will bring down the narcissist, Jared Genesis out.
Lex Luger.
Out. I hated that gimmick. Allagass says, see, I don't know what Club Penguin is, but Jared is on the screen, so I'm afraid to Google it. Club Penguin is like
a game.
Really like low level cute penguin game that kids play, and unfortunately, predators also play it too. And I think it's closed down officially like 6 years ago, but they've ported it.
Yeah.
Just so they could have a predator playground.
It was owned by Disney.
Yeah. Club Penguin did close down officially. I thought they started porting it afterwards.
There's like private servers and shit allegedly.
Yeah. Yeah, Rosera says Club Penguin and cheese pizza. Yes. We don't talk about cheese pizza on Club Penguin.
You know Nick Fuentes' little buddy Wooza, who had the long bleach blonde hair?
Yeah, the weird little, looked like the bus driver from The Simpsons, but with blonde hair.
He got in trouble because him and his buddy were streaming and they went to Columbine with like rifles and shit. Yeah, yeah.
What was the
Memorial Library? That's interesting. Okay, how about here for a picture? I'll stand on top of that. That'd be funny.
Okay. That'd be funny. Oh my god, dude, really?
Yep.
How much trouble does one get in for this?
Is like super illegal.
It is?
I have no idea.
No, stop saying that, dude. Come on.
Robert Jackson says they've reached a deal for debt ceiling.
That's cool. It's an important topic, but kind of boring to talk about.
Yeah, I should have joined the Wagner group. That's a good point. Oh, dude, they're playing Pumped Up Kicks.
You see the sign in the background?
Yes, 100%.
You pointed the gun.
Yeah, is he about
awkwardly.
to Alec Baldwin that guy?
Get right there again.
Terrible for the photograph, I think. I'd like to see the photograph.
How's it going?
Here's the cops.
Oh my god.
Good. How are you?
He's a live entertainer.
Man, shut up.
Man, shut up.
Can't be taking pictures. Okay.
He's a live entertainer.
For what?
Man, shut
For
up.
what? We are? Well, we're off the property now. Oh, brother.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Dude,
These
really?
are all...
Are you shitting me?
This is all fake.
Hands up.
This is all
Hands
fake.
up.
Yes, sir. I don't care what
Cops
you
like, are you
Especially
shitting me?
this day and age.
We're making
I don't think about
We're making a film.
Oh, we're making a film, your officer.
Okay.
This day and age, with everything going on, you do this here, you could have gotten shot, man. Do you understand that?
Okay.
Fucking moron.
I wonder if somebody called in to snitch it.
Probably.
Drop your stuff. Put it right there.
I feel like if there was someone who called in, they would have warned the cop about the guns, though. And the cop didn't seem to know about the guns at all. So maybe it was just somebody on the property seeing people hanging out.
There's a where is it? Right here.
What a stupid decision. Nick Fuentes blasts his acolytes for live streaming with guns at Columbine High School. The cop who arrived was also not impressed. On Wednesday, live streamers who have associated with white nationalist Nick Fuentes filmed and took pictures of one of them holding guns at Columbine High School. Jared Noble, a.k.a. Wooza, seemed to think it would make great content to live stream from the location of the school shooting that ushered in the era of such slayings becoming an unwelcome fixture of American life. His fans, and even Fuentes himself, disagree. They think it was a foolish stunt. The police officer who showed up at the end of the stream thought it wasn't merely dumb, it was dangerous. Noble was accompanied by Aiden Duncan, known online as Smiley the Fed, or simply Smiley. Duncan says he now regrets their participating in the stunt, which he said was Noble's idea. On Thursday, Duncan described their actions as inexcusable and said he's planning to distance himself from Noble. Noble did not immediately respond to a request for comment sent on Thursday via Twitter, direct message to an account identified as his. The live stream posted on Odyssey shows them arriving at Columbine High School in the dark. As they entered the grounds, Noble suggested they could say they were filming a documentary if anyone asked why they were there. The two walked around the school looking for a place for a photo op. On the way, they discussed why they believe the Columbine shooting happened, but others such as Sandy Hook didn't. They also talked about the events that unfolded during the Columbine shooting. At one point, Noble called a girl who died a martyr because he said she told the killers she believed in God right before they shot her.
That's a myth, by the way. That was like shared everywhere online, and there's no evidence to suggest that that actually happened.
So, does remind me of other martyrs.
Yeah.
They eventually settled on a location in front of the Hope Columbine Memorial Library for Noble to pose in front with a rifle, both described as a prop. Families of the victims of the massacre helped build the library, which sits on a hill where some of the slayings occurred. As Noble posed, he played the song Pumped Up Kicks by Foster the People, which is about a school shooting. On Thursday, Duncan told the Daily Dot that the weapon was a prop replica. Duncan seemed nervous about being there throughout much of the video. At one point, he said, "Oh man, I think this is super illegal." Noble insisted they weren't doing anything illegal. The people commenting on the live stream disagreed. "Such a bad idea to be walking around a school, let alone fucking Columbine with a gun, fake or otherwise," wrote one. Another said, "Not smart."
Yeah.
Some of his followers were impressed. More seemed to think their actions were foolish and risky. Noble disregarded his critics several minutes in. He said they would only continue filming if someone paid him $10, which one of his followers ultimately did. When they returned to the car near the end of the roughly 20-minute video, he cursed when he realized that he'd left his pistol in the car. The weapon is also reportedly fake. He then posed for another photo in front of Columbine High School sign again, playing Pumped Up Kicks. Shortly thereafter, an officer arrived. He was thoroughly unimpressed, particularly when he saw the gun. Noble assured the officer it was fake.
Somebody put the final nail in the coffin here in this goal.
Better
Tip train!
Faster than my mullet. Wooz's mullet. That's funny, because Wooz's got that stupid fucking blonde bitch mullet.
Once we hit the goal, I'm going to start next week's goal tonight. So, couldn't hurt to meet the goal. Yeah, so this is crazy shit, and they're going to keep on pushing the limits, right? Like more and more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys might not. They might be wussies that fall out, but like live streamers in general, Cozy TV in general, someone's always going to take over where the last guy went and try and outdo him.
You said you had to pee, but I have to pee too now.
Well, I'll let you pee, and then when you come back, I'll pee so that you would maybe have more of a chance of going after Jared's feet for some private time than I would.
I didn't start the video by saying
I know.
Yeah, so
I feel like it'd be totally okay for me to do it after you go.
That's so strange.
There should be enough time removed, I think. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back to the question answering segment of the show.
New social media site. He is on Gab.
Jared's on Gab?
He can't cry gangstalking when it literally has his link on his page.
Oh, damn. He's on Gab. Oh, no. Ooh. How you guys feeling tonight? I feel like it's been a long, long time. But it hasn't. It's relatively early. We're just about 2 hours into tonight's episode. It's pretty chill. We're doing really well with the goal. We're having a lot of fun times with friends. Dick Masterson getting a cozy channel is such a huge disappointment. Hey, Higstrand, how you doing? Smile for me. But not surprising since YouTube yeeted him. I mean, what's he supposed to do? He's got to go to some platform, right? Does he go to Kick? Does he go to Rumble? Does he go to Cozy? Where does he go? Where's Ethan Ralph usually do his stuff on? Cozy, Rumble? If YouTube yeets you, you gotta find somewhere. Like, I don't like people getting deplatformed on YouTube, but I feel like we're getting deplatformed on YouTube, and we have a platform here. It seems like every few months something happens to our channel where a strike knocks us down into oblivion. Like our channel here, for a good week, my mom was like, "Where's the show? Where's the show?" She watches every night. She misses her bouncing baby Billy. She wants to see her handsome son all the time. She can't get enough of me. I don't visit her enough. I don't know what the real answer is. But she watches all the time. She's like, I can't find the show. Are you live? I'm like, yeah, we're live. My own mom can't get the frickin' show. That tells me there's a problem with the algorithm and our channels being hidden. That ain't right. Carla, cheers. How you doing? Ralph streams on Cozy, Rumble, and Kick. Somehow Ralph still brings in $500+ a day while streaming because he's the Ralpha male. He's the big money Ralpha male. You think a helicopter from Everest Base Camp costs? How much do you think a helicopter from Everest Base Camp costs? A lot. I have no idea. Greetings, Billy. I've become a big fan of the podcast lately. Just wondering, what's your favorite movie of all time? Right now, I think my favorite movie of all time is 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbings, Missouri. It's a 2017 film, I think. Very, very strong cast. Frances McDormand, Woody Harrelson, Sam Rockwell, among many others. I think a few of those people got nominations for Oscars.
Ralph and Molly, rise up.
Ralph Mail, rise, Ralph Mail. Airbud 3 World Pup is a good one. That would be a terrible plot twist, Nancy Shrew. Literally saw that movie in an empty theater. It's great. It's like it's got so I can't remember everybody in it. It's full of quality actors. Quality actors. Objective perspective. What's up? Matt Jarjosa says McDormand and Rockwell won for 3 Billboards. Yeah, Tristan, what's up? A lot of people don't know that Tristan McCoy does really good vocal impressions. I don't know if you guys have ever heard him do vocal impressions. He does a really good Kermit the Frog. Dr. Kermit B. Frog. Have you seen Ebola Syndrome, Billy? I don't know. I haven't. I have not. What's my favorite flavor of ice cream? Sandra B. So that's tough. When it comes to flavors of ice cream, I think my favorite flavor might be some sort of like a New York strawberry cheesecake ice cream, but it's hard to say. I think if I was going to eat ice cream, I would prefer to have like a killer banana split. I do eat ice cream a lot. Like I get keto ice cream every once in a while and enjoy it. I like all types of ice cream in different variants. I might rather have an ice cream sandwich. Like there's fried ice cream is really good, but that's not a flavor of ice cream. That's a preparation of ice cream. There's so many ways to ice cream. Hank Chill says blueberry muffin ice cream. That sounds interesting. Will my boxing match be sometime this year? I think tentatively the boxing match is set for July. And I don't know exactly when or where, but it'll probably be mid-July. And it's looking like it's going to be against this KSI superfan kid that's been blowing up my Twitter with meme pictures. He had a picture of me as a little baby in his arms.
Do you know when that's going to be? Like, for sure?
Not for sure, but it's probably going to be in July.
That's so soon.
Yes.
Like, when in July?
What, mid-July probably? I don't know exactly when. Salted caramel ice cream is good. There's pistachio ice cream is good. There's so many good ice creams. Hell yeah, Dandy. It's hard to just pick one. Hells only says that was one hell of an ending. What are we talking about the ending of? Of ice cream?
The end of ice cream. Here's T-Bob talking trash to Howard Stern.
Howard Stern.
Oh yeah, 3 Billboards.
Howard
Great ending.
Stern
Great
hired his to go after me. Paid transvestite who was born a man who masquerades as a female with a big
So he thinks Howard Stern paid Elisa.
fucking head compared to when she's sitting next to a woman with a woman's nice petite head? No. She's a fucking dude, Elisa Jordana. And all of that crew was hired and paid money.
Has anybody else ever turned Trumpster Bob down?
I mean, yes.
Did Biden turn him down? Like, does he only hate people when they turn him down?
To go after me.
So he has this idea that Howard Stern paid all the Kermit and Friends people to go after Bob.
Because Bob, remember, said he walked down Howard Stern while Howard Stern was blowing. Like Werner Redstone or somebody? I don't know.
Fucking lost. I've caught you all red-handed. Got you the ball in my fucking hands. I got your fucking nuts in my fucking hands. Howard Stern. You want to fight me, Howard Stern? I'll meet you in a fucking ring. But he won't do that. See, pussies like that, they cannot face you man to man. So they hire other people to go after you because they got money to do that. I faced them. I faced those odds and I beat them. They ain't about shit.
They ain't about shit.
Okay. Yeah, Howard Stern cares about Trumpster Bob a lot. He really gives a shit about Trumpster Bob. He totally knows who Trumpster Bob is. Where's the regal redneck?
He's on the Obama cruise.
I've been wearing this Navy hat for about 10 years, but today I'm taking it off.
You've worn it for 10 years without taking it off?
First time in my life I'm ashamed of the United States Navy. They just announced that they're using transvestites as recruiting models.
Okay. In
Sissy
the Navy.
Men pretending to be women.
You can suck a hot chick in the Navy.
They're doing it
Just
because
tug on her dick.
They think that will boost recruitment. They saw what happened to Bud Light when they put a silly pervert in as their rep. Bud Light sales crashed. And the Biden people said, hey, let's do the same thing to the Navy. This is yet another Joe Biden attack on America. They know that this will destroy recruitment. This is a deliberate move.
So they're doing it so people don't sign up for the military.
Wasn't the Navy always the gay wing of the military anyways?
They used to wear like bell bottoms and weird neckerchiefs.
That's why YMCA and the Village People made that cool song.
Navy.
Well, they were a whole bunch of. They were like an Indian.
There was really only one guy that was singing.
Construction worker.
All the rest of them were kind of like just there to look the part.
All of this foolishness was started by Barack Obama. He is the one.
Bustelo says, I was actually in the Navy, Billy. I'm hurt. Were you gay in the Navy, Bustelo?
No, that's why they said he's hurt.
Bois and girls, I formally apologize for losing my mind these past 2 years. Mother started hitting me, going back to addiction, caught bad COVID and had a cancer scare at the hospital. I know you won't forgive me, but take some money.
Thank you for the money. I'm glad you're doing better.
Way from being a nation under God to being Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0. When Obama was running for re-election, he campaigned to the homosexual community, promising them that if they vote for him, he would arrange it so they
Bustelo says
could
being
take
gay wasn't
showers with
allowed in the Navy.
Marines.
Well, now I have to
And then
rethink my entire position.
Obama fired
I'm pretty
over
sure all of the Village People guys sang though.
Really? I thought it was just the one.
I don't think so.
What you found? I watched a movie about the guy who ran the record label. It was like he ran the Kiss was on their record label and everybody else. And I'm pretty sure in the movie they were like, this is the only guy that sings. It was like one of the little throwaway lines in the movie.
100 career command officers from all branches of the military. He fired the ones
They sang
who were
chorus,
dedicated
too?
to American
Well, yeah,
values
chorus is-
and who upheld high moral standards in the ranks. Obama then replaced them with men like Mark Milley, political hacks who would sell their own mothers to advance their careers.
Would they?
Obama was dedicated to destroying the Christian moral foundations of America. It was Obama who forced homosexual marriage on this Christian nation by using his corrupted Supreme Court.
Classic
And the day
Obama.
Obama celebrated by lighting up the White House in the colors of the rainbow flag of moral filth is the day that God Almighty handed this nation over for divine judgment. John Calvin said that when God wants to judge a nation...
Hey, got us to the goal food sandwich.
Right.
And honestly, my only... and the only reason I thought the Navy was gay was because there's a lot of times on boats alone with other dudes, and you're out to sea for a long time, maybe in a submarine, and not everybody likes cribbage. Not everybody likes cribbage, you know? There's cribbage when you're on a boat alone with dudes. There's cribbage and there's gay sex. And then my other point was just literally the Village People song. It was just the Village People song. That and the cribbage versus gay sex conundrum.
Okay.
Say that to a SEAL. I'll say it to everybody because here's the thing: if you can't take a joke as a Navy SEAL, that's one strike against you for being a superior human being. Sure, you might have the athleticism, the wherewithal, you might have the composure.
New goal is up. New goal is up.
Ayo. You might have every other thing going for you, Navy SEAL, but you can't take a joke. And that's a strike against you.
He gives them wicked rulers. And that is how and why Joe Biden was able to get into the White House with an army of evil, godless bureaucrats. They are now destroying the USA in every possible way. And it began with the most wicked man to ever occupy the White House, Barack Obama. No, I do not believe that Obama is the Antichrist.
Does that mean Macho Man Randy Savage was gay, since the Village People also wrote Macho Man?
I don't think he was gay, but there was definitely something off about him when it came to women. He should have been way more relaxed around women than he was.
Yeah, he was insecure.
Yeah.
But I am confident that when the Antichrist is revealed...
I didn't say he was gay, right?
Yeah.
Obama
said he had some sort of female issues, I
There
think.
was some weird insecurity. He had like jealousy issues.
Which is crazy because he's like one of the coolest wrestlers. He's just like...
A lot of the coolest wrestlers had insecurity problems. Like Ric Flair had it too. He like lost all of his confidence.
He did?
Yes.
When?
There's a towards the end of his time in WCW, in his last match, he wore a T-shirt because he thought his body looked bad.
Oh, yeah,
and he was always really fit. So,
if we lose our military to the LGBT, that will truly be the end of America. This is Wild Bill for America?
Is that the end of America?
Yeah. His last match against Sting on the final Nitro, and then when he came to WWE, he wasn't even going to get in the ring. He was just going to be like a personality, like outside of the ring, and then they talked him into getting back in the ring. He had that final run.
Great run. Everybody loved it.
The only time I ever saw him wrestle in person, he wrestled Eugene, which was such a terrible match. Like the guy who was Eugene, what was it, Matt Bourne?
Nick Densmore.
Oh no, Nick Densmore. Yeah, that's who it is.
He's a good wrestler.
Yeah, he was like the top face in OVW back in the day.
But working the Eugene gimmick,
they made him a you know.
He was
He was highly regarded.
He was a representation of like the fans, that type of fan. He was like they wanted him to be like the good guy. The
Eric
dumb
Bischoff's nephew.
Yeah, they wanted him to be like the fan that might have like a learning disability and have him.
Yeah.
They could have like their own little champion. That was the idea behind it.
Yeah, Eugene pinned Ric Flair. Did the weird like Ric Flair would do this like trunks would get pulled down and his ass would be out spot. They did that one. It was interesting. Check this out. Body cam. Oh, by the way, the new goal is up. So all the donos that come in from now until the end of this stream are for next week. So if you wanna get a head start on that, now's the opportunity. Body cam. Councilman arrested after allegedly smoking crack. Passed out in car after court.
Oh, great.
I'm gonna come check you out, man. I can't let you go. You were literally choking in your sleep. Somebody flagged me down about it.
Oh, I have sleep apnea. I'm sorry.
Well, and then you have a crack pipe in your hands.
A city
I have sleep
councilman in
apnea,
Cranston,
too.
Rhode Island faces a drug charge after a police officer finds him sleeping in his
I love
car
Rhode Island.
with a crack pipe in his hand. Thanks for joining us here on Law and Crime. I'm Anjanette Levy. That Cranston police officer
Is Anjanette a real name?
Recorded the interaction
Yes,
he had
because
with
it's her
Councilman
name.
Matthew Riley earlier this week. Take a look. You can see Riley
Look at him.
Yeah, he is zonked.
sleeping, his mouth wide open as the officer approaches. Riley has
Damn.
a lighter and a pipe in his hand.
Fuck,
the
dude.
officer rouses him from his sleep.
Can you imagine you're just trying to take a little crack nap? You're busy doing like community stuff all day because you're a local
councilman.
You're a councilman. You represent the community. You're just taking a little crack nap in your car, and the cops gotta bust you up and ruin your day.
You need energy to be a councilman. You need some pep in your step. So.
Any weapons on you?
No, not at all.
He's dressed very nicely.
Yeah, he's a gentleman crackhead.
Yeah. All right.
Roads open, prostitute.
Try not to.
Like, here's the thing: arrest crackheads if they're doing a crime.
If this was in Seattle, he wouldn't have gotten arrested.
Yeah, let my man have a little crack nap.
Yeah.
If you smoke crack and then take a nap, you shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, no way, dude. Really?
Yes, yes. I was just on my way back from court.
I'm back from court.
I like his fervent crack energy.
Let you go. You were literally choking in your sleep. Somebody flagged me down.
Sleep apnea, dude.
I have sleep apnea. I'm sorry.
Well, and then you have a crack pipe in your hand, so it's like.
Wait, sorry.
Sir, it's medicinal.
I have a body camera. Obviously,
Yeah,
everything
obviously.
I have is recorded. You know that, and what I've observed is on camera, so I can't pretend I didn't. You know, so a rescue's going to come here, and then they're going to check you out. You know, as far as I know, there's no drugs anywhere, so I can't. You know, so there's not a criminal investigation. There's more a health or well-being check type thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I obviously have to document it. You know.
Let him go. Let him go.
Yeah, I don't think he's being arrested, but this is going to be public because it's a police body cam.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to file a report on it.
Now he needs to turn his career into legalizing crack.
There will be no arrest.
What?
There will be no arrest.
No. Are there any drugs in the car or anything like that?
No, nothing.
No, of course not.
The officer questions Riley about his drug use. He's forthcoming and discusses struggling with addiction.
How long have you had this problem, man?
It was a relapse. I've been clean for 13 years.
Damn, 13 is an unlucky number.
Just went through a really, really bad divorce recently.
Okay. Do you know if any of that was laced with fentanyl or anything? Because you were out, and like.
That is true.
Really?
Yeah. That's why somebody literally sprinted and flagged me.
Usually naps don't happen after a crack.
Yeah. Usually that's stay up all night, right?
So I'm wondering if there was something else in that pipe.
You were having a heart attack or choking.
No, not that I know of.
Was he smoking some fent?
EMTs arrived to check out Riley
Oh,
as
damn.
the police officers search his vehicle, which is littered with trash and junk. The
Okay.
officer found a Chore Boy scouring pad in the
My
glove box.
guy.
Chore Boy is made of copper and metal.
It's Brillo
Drug
pad.
users sometimes use a Chore Boy to make a crack pipe.
100% the filter in the crack pipe is Brillo pad.
So it's over here.
A second officer arrives. They approach the vehicle to test suspected drugs found in the car.
What's wrong with this guy?
What's wrong with this guy? He got divorced and he'd fucking take the edge off.
Yep.
Smoke a little crack, took a nap. Well, yeah, what's wrong with this guy? He smokes crack and then goes to sleep. It's
My dream for what?
So you don't know him at all?
You guys don't know? I've never met him in my life. We'll probably dig out just a smaller little rock so we don't have to break anything.
Oh, they found his little
His
tootie.
stash.
His little tootie. Leave him alone, dude. It's a red, white, and blue crack sack. It's the red,
That's
white, and blue-
patriotic.
Yeah, a little patriotic dope tootie. Leave his dope tootie alone.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward. Be careful, because he was on the nod, or like, it seemed like anyways. It's mixed with something else, but...
They're worried there's some fent in there.
Yeah.
What if this guy was about to die from a fentanyl overdose? And the cops saved his life.
You need this knife?
Yeah, let me use that. Be careful with that stuff. I don't know if that's fentanyl laced or not.
I love Rhode Island accents.
Sure,
Yeah, I was just.
Be careful with that.
I mean,
Be careful with that.
Usually from,
I miss Rhode Island.
It's not an opiate.
Yeah.
Usually. It's pure.
He claims he was tired and he may have sleep apnea, but I don't think that's gonna.
Especially like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, only climb a lot too. It's like you stick out like a sore thumb.
Well,
Right away.
fentanyl.
Coke.
Yeah.
Crack.
Fent and Coke.
Test it for fentanyl, too.
Test it for both, just to make sure that I don't know what we're dealing with.
Well, can you just snap a picture of that?
Especially if we're gonna put him in a cell.
The sergeant on scene tells the officers to charge Riley. Then they look at a white powder on his driver's seat.
He wants to have his mother come get the car, but I'm not gonna. I wouldn't have. No, not getting in there.
Oh, they're gonna impound the car over some fucking powder?
Yep. Yeah, that's definitely.
Boo.
crack. Yeah.
The war on drugs is not won
Yeah, you can smell it in
No.
this way.
He has a bunch of toy boy and.
Should we have it towed?
Looks like he's like half living out of his car.
Not
There's
some
like
private property.
toiletries.
We're good. We're on private property.
Okay, they're not going to tow it.
And this guy's
look at this. He's got a problem.
I'll do all the evidence stuff for
Thank you. All right, so is he rescue's good with him?
Yeah, they're just finishing up right now. He's got the Brillo and everything over there.
Yep.
You see it?
Yeah.
Got the Brillo and everything. Yeah, they said Shore Boy. This guy doesn't know the brand. He just knows the name.
On scene also
He's like, what do you mean
removed the crack
Band-Aid?
pipe from
There's
Riley's
bandages all over here. I don't see no
Riley
Band-Aids.
appears to be okay after leaving EMTs and talking to the officer.
Yeah, I know. It's not like I have an option here, man. Sorry.
No, you got anything on you? No.
I got gloves on.
Man,
He was just trying to take a crack nap.
let my guy have a little crack nap.
In that golf, I bet she sits in that and touches her face or mouth and goes down.
I had no idea there was anything.
So, look,
No, I mean the
yeah, you don't know what you're buying.
Yeah.
Did you buy that today?
yesterday.
Yesterday. And
Yeah.
You don't. Is the same guy you usually buy it from?
Uh-oh. Don't say that, dude.
They're not all honest people. No, I mean.
Once or twice.
Yeah, but whoever you buy it from, if you continuously buy it from them, you know who you're buying it from. You don't know what people are putting in it.
No, I understand.
You know, they may have made that, but that's a big rock you got in there. What's that?
He's like, no, I know. I was planning on having a whole weekend.
100.
Yeah,
So,
I just got back into this.
yeah, you gotta. This is gonna listen. This is terrible situation. We're all in a tough spot, but we gotta do what we gotta do right by the numbers. It'll help you in the end. Believe me when I tell you. And you'll say to us a month from now, best thing that ever happened to me. That's what they all tell us. You can't go down this road.
You'll tell us a month from now, best thing ever happened.
That's terrible.
Maybe.
And you were down in the car.
No, I mean, I've been appointments up.
Like, I mean, the cops really, with the body cams, they can't be,
You gotta
they can't let the guy go, right?
No.
They kind of have
You're
to.
not the Matt Riley that we know. Trust me. And listen, your health and your well-being is worth way more than any political career.
Riley then expresses his concern about the media finding out about his arrest.
They know.
We don't report nothing to the media unless someone tells them. So
Oops.
then arrest record's our public record. I'm not going to lie to you. But
He's like, I'll suck you's dick if you don't report this.
Use dick.
If I was in your situation, I'd be in handcuffs.
No, I'm not saying.
You know?
I'm not saying don't arrest me.
Yeah,
I'm saying
yeah.
In terms of media for the kids, as much as
Yeah, no,
it's
listen.
fine.
We are only required to release what we release, and we won't. We have to release an arrest record by law. You know. All right, jump in before you.
Hop on in,
Make sure we
Papa.
gotta monitor you because you've taken
Just,
in
I'm gonna
some
pat you down
fentanyl.
again, all right?
You've taken in some fentanyl, Matt. And
They
that's-
find like
You know, we've got to make sure.
hella other shit on him.
You don't may not feel it right now, but God forbid something happens to you.
Yeah, no, I've never done that
feel
before,
terrible about that, you know.
Man, could you imagine you're about to smoke some crack and you just fentanyl nap instead? It's rough.
I mean, you're not going to be there all
It's the
day,
opposite
you
effect
know.
that you want.
I'm gonna keep your wallet with me. I have your phone already. You want me to throw this stuff in the car real quick? Sure. All right.
Man decides he's gonna get a whole bunch of work done high on crack.
You up.
You just passed out right there in the fucking
Who's gonna come get that
parking
car
lot.
This is a
out?
full cage.
What's that? Getting you to who's going to come get this car after?
I would.
Huh?
I would. Listen, you gotta clean the car. Oh, God. It's supposed to come back in tomorrow. My car's getting fixed.
Oh, this isn't even your car?
No, it's a loaner.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a loner. Does it belong to the city?
Shit on the seat.
Ah, the classic crack councilman.
I have an appointment on the 17th.
All right. I'll crack a window for you in a second.
I'll crack a window
Got
for
him.
Riley faces a drug possession charge. He's resigned from his position as chairman of Cranston's Republican Party, and he's in rehab. The mayor of the city has urged him to step down from city council.
You think if he was a
publicly.
Democrat,
Riley-
they would let him stay?
I don't know.
You know, the Dems would be as.
I don't think so.
Didn't Rob Ford continue to be the mayor of Toronto well after he got caught with crack?
And now his brother is.
And Marion Barry got caught with crack, and I'm pretty sure he
In
kept being the
DC.
mayor of DC. Were those guys Dems or were those repugs?
I don't know. I'd have to look up.
They're
They're in
Ford was
Canada.
in Canada. Marion Barry, I'm pretty sure was Democratic, but I could be wrong.
Probably. In D.C., it's mostly just Democrats.
Ford is conservative. Okay.
Conservative, yeah.
Man. A guy named Marion Barry had to be the crack counselor of Washington, D.C. That ain't fair. Such a sweet name. Rob Ford's brother used to sell hash allegedly. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Just a wee fet nap, 'tis all. Yeah. The Fenty. Taking a little Fenty slumber.
Brittany Fenty.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's check this out.
What up, YouTube? So, Stella Rosa Wine Company has come
Stella
out
Rosa.
with 6 new flavors in a can. Smash the like if you want to see me try the other flavors. Now, the liquor store attendant.
Oh, shit. My bad. Hold on. My bad.
What's in the box?
What up, YouTube? So he's doing his job. That's good. Give him a raise. Not going to say which liquor store because I don't want them getting harassed. But check this out. Stella Rosa. Real taste comes naturally. Now, if you're familiar with Stella Rosa, they make delicious wines.
Delicioso.
Remember the peachy Cobra drink that I made with Stella Rosa peach wine?
I remember Cobra.
E&J peach brandy.
What else?
What was it?
Peach Crown.
Monster.
Peach Monster? Yeah, Peach
And
Crown
like
in
a
there?
little bit of
I remember Cobra's candy.
peaches and cobbler ice cream
Ah,
from Natural
yes.
Selects.
I remember Cobra's Cantina. With the
Cobra's
hottest waitress
Cantina?
you've ever seen.
Yeah. I was listening to that the other night.
You know what's up. So check this out. We got
That's
3
most
flavors. You got
definitely what's up,
blueberry,
Tibbs.
tropical mango, and black cherry. Yeah.
Blueberry, tropical mango, black cherry.
And who cares
those are
if they're
cans.
fruity? To be honest, I'm secure enough with my masculinity and my sexuality as a heterosexual to drink these.
I'm not, but I'll
And,
still drink
fuck
them.
sickos.
Hell yeah. There's no
On a
sicko
hot
flavored there.
summer, almost spring summer day, check these out. We got 3 different kinds: blueberry, tropical mango,
That's a
and
6-pack in
black
that
cherry.
box. I was
We're gonna
looking at the
try
box
all
wondering what the hell it held. Because I always thought Stella Rosa was like a wine. Like, is it bags
is.
of wine?
It's like a type of wine.
Yeah, but these are just like wine spritzers or
Be on
something? Or
camera.
like,
Let's save the rest for later.
I think so.
there's 6
Crack it
cans.
open.
So it makes sense now that I've.
Yo, my trolls are more obsessed with me than I am with Ozzy Osbourne.
I knew he was
It's
going
not
to do the
healthy,
Ozzy
dude.
Osbourne one.
Those trolls are so obsessed.
It's the truth. My trolls are
Why you gotta go and make drinks
more
so
obsessed with me than I am
carbonated?
with Ozzy Osbourne, and it's kind of sad, actually. Now this is for 21 and up. Gonna have to
21 and up. 21.
age restrict the video.
Can you do something for me?
Stella Rosa, black cherry.
All right, is he chugging or is he mixing? Oh, I don't want to see
He's going
Cobra's
to
stream after
pour
Ozzy
that into
passes.
some Mountain Dew.
6 cans equals about 2 bottles of wine.
Oh.
Holy shit. So
That's
if you
not
drink the
bad.
whole 6-pack, that's basically like slamming 2 whole bottles of wine.
That's what I did last night.
You went double on the wine?
Yeah, I drank 2 bottles of wine last night.
So like 3 cans is equal to 1 bottle of wine. That's not bad.
It's not bad at
All right,
all.
let's go. Black cherry flavor, 21 and up.
Sip it. Is Stella Rosa a sponsor? Not a sponsor.
It's
Tubes.
not a sponsor, Tubes.
That is delicious. Ooh, that's way good, dude. It's got like a carbonated red wine sort of taste, but then you got like this.
There's a sushi roll at the sushi place that looks like it has crushed up Doritos on it. You can't really see it that well because of the sauce here, but if you look just under the like lines of sauce, you can see this shit that kind of looks like
What
crushed
is
up
it?
Doritos. It's
Fruity Pebbles.
It says so. It's salmon, avocado, and cream cheese because it's a Philly roll wrapped in a Kura specialty sushi rice, dried seaweed, drizzled in spicy mayo with kimchi garlic seasoning. So it must be the dried seaweed.
Maybe.
Do you see it though? It kind of looks like a Dorito.
You think it's just Doritos?
No, I don't think it is. I tasted it though. It was a little spicy, and they put it on top of the sushi roll at Kura Sushi.
Blast of black
Kura?
cherry flavor.
Kura Sushi.
Now, this company is not a sponsor. This is free advertisement.
Not a sponsor, Tubes.
Oh, that is delightful. That black cherry is delightful.
That is delightful.
I love mango and cherry and peach, so we're going to save the mango one for last. I like blueberry too, so let's see how it
Interesting. Blueberry wine. Not bad.
I've had
You
it.
crack it open, got like this
It's okay.
carbonation steam coming up. Blueberry. At least it didn't say blue waffle flavor.
Is it decrepit pussy flavor?
That is also very delightful.
He is opening each one and taking a sip, Roger Wilco. I also believe he's crushing up Doritos and putting them on top of his sushi.
The blueberry one's a bit more potent in like flavor.
Yeah, this sushi place, it has more than just sushi. Like, you can order things fresh. Like, there's the conveyor belt thing, but then, like, you can order stuff from the kitchen and they just send it. They have a conveyor belt that the fresh stuff comes out on. See, they even have, like, garlic steak and other kinds of shit.
Is that just garlic on the steak, like sliced up garlic? Yeah, that's roasted, sliced up garlic.
Yes, yeah.
And some
That's
lemon.
keto.
That's keto.
Yeah.
They have soft shell crab tempura.
Yes, that is amazing.
Salmon sashimi.
Yeah.
Garlic shrimp.
Yeah.
Scrump.
They also they have like fried octopus. Damn. And they have ramen too for people that like ramen.
All that good ramen.
Yeah, dude. It's pretty great.
But like, I'm here for it, dude. That's good.
Not a sponsor, by the way.
And last but not least,
I don't
we're
know
gonna try
why they're
that
not a sponsor.
We should.
Tropical
I should
mango.
go ask.
Like you
Good
said,
luck.
the perfect job would be going around traveling and eating and stuff.
Yeah.
You should just turn Drunken Peasants into a travel eating show.
I don't think that would work.
And on these
I don't
canned
know.
wines.
I do have actually. I have several vlog entries on the $10 level of the Patreon where you can watch me go to places and eat and review the food. I actually made a bunch of those.
At
If anyone's
Stella
interested in
Rossa,
that.
Hashtag wine, hashtag Stella Rossa, hashtag 21 and up, hashtag alcohol. That's the sound of a good time right there. Going in.
Going in.
Bethany Bourdain.
Yeah, I went to one of my favorite Mexican restaurants in Belltown and did like a food review there.
Was it one of the fancy Mexican restaurants?
No,
Or was it?
No, it's pretty mid-level as far as like
I
price
saw
goes.
a comedian bit today, and the comedian said, my friend tried to take me to a fancy Mexican restaurant, and I told him that doesn't exist.
Dude, there's a new place. Well, it's not like that new, but it's new to me around here. That's a Mexican place that's 24 hours, and I'm excited about it. It has a weird name. It's called California Mexican Food.
Is it a drive-through?
I don't think it has a drive-through. It's
I think the old Burger King over on 20th turned into a place called like California Burrito or something, California Mexican. I've noticed a few different places, though. They have one in Federal Way that's Cali, and they all have drive-thrus.
See, this place is called California Mexican Food, and there's
the Bellevue location might be the old Burger King.
It might be. It might be.
Does it say what road it's on?
Let's see. Let me check this.
It might be the old Burger King. Look at that Cobra screenshot. Oh, my God.
Yes, I love that.
Put a browser logo on the bottom of that. Might be the old Burger King. Doo-doom, doom, doo-doom. They just opened a Washington burrito place up here. Yeah, I've seen Washington burrito, Cali burrito. I don't know what they're trying to do. There's a lot of little mom and pop burrito shops opening up, though. Alberto's Jr. is the one that I was hitting up hard before I stopped becoming morbidly obese.
It's 24 hours. That's so dangerous.
Food and brew review segment, Jack Nicholson. It's a quality idea.
We used to do post shows where we would go and eat like either Korean barbecue or hot pot. We were doing that a lot.
We just have to get a portable camera setup and a stream setup that can all work from like it'll be like a little box that's not too big, and it can sit on the dinner table.
I have a rig for my phone that's like that.
It's got to have two cameras.
Two
three cameras. One pointing towards one side of the table, the other pointing towards the other side of the table, and a top-down camera that shows the food, and then the camera will switch between.
That's so
everything.
busy.
That's how we're gonna get that hot professional look.
I hate how he slurps. Just a reminder, any donos now go towards next week's goal.
Next week's goal.
If you want to get a head start on next week's goal, hit me up. Link in the chat.
The mango one is good. I could definitely taste it.
So he's drinking a few sippers.
So
what is that aftertaste on that? Mango one's got a weird taste to it, but it's all right. So
Mango one, can you do something for me? Yeah, the California Mexican place you're talking about.
Was it the Burger King?
It is the old Burger King.
It looks pretty good, and the fact that it's 24 hours, there's almost nothing 24 hours around here. So the fact that is pretty awesome.
Cherry or the cherry. Honestly, not bad, though. It is drinkable. Now, should we do a drink combo with all three flavors?
Cobra with a combo. Now is the chance to break the record for earliest goal met. That's true. We've never met the goal
before the week
Saturday before the next week starts.
Right. I don't see that happening, but I won't complain if it did.
We have broke the goal on a Tuesday, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think
like
we
the
have.
way the mango one tastes, but it's also got like this weird side taste with it that I can't quite explain.
Food sandwiches, I feel like every fast food place used to be 24 hours when I was a kid and couldn't drive. No, they all were like 24 hours 20 years ago. Everywhere stayed open, not all of them, but a lot of places stayed open 24 hours. The grocery stores were all open more. Everything was more available. There was just more money to go around.
Well, yeah, and then like a bunch of places had to close during COVID, and
food cost goes up, labor cost goes up.
Well, and labor, just getting labor in general is difficult now.
Yeah.
So
the next boom of 24-hour restaurants will be when they're fully automated.
Yeah, like I can't believe 13 Coins closes at 2 a.m. That was the place where you could go no matter what. Even on Christmas Day, you could go to 13 Coins and get a meal there. And they have a huge menu.
I had a lot of 4 a.m. chicken parmesans.
Yeah.
With Alfredo noodles.
Yeah. And now they close at 2. That's ridiculous. I can't believe it. Yeah. They close the same time as all the other places around them.
Sad motherfuckers.
Someone's just like writing nonsense in our chat. Do you see this?
That's my psycho friend that doesn't know anything.
What is this nonsense?
It's Taco Hell Trucks. Down what?
See, I can put you up on the screen and people can see it.
Yeah, that's my psycho friend.
Psycho friend.
He's doing a little psycho thing. Walmart is closing at 11. Truly, this is the decline of civilization. They started closing around 11 here during COVID, I think. I used to go into the Walmart. I drove to the Walmart on the reservation where the casino is because it would be 24 hours no matter what. But even they started closing that one down. I was so sad.
Yeah.
Jack in the Box was always 24 hours.
Yeah, Jack in the Box not anymore.
That broke my heart in the trailer park. I remember I drove around one night. I drove all around Seattle to different Jack in the Boxes trying to find one that was open. The ones that were usually open were all having maintenance for some reason. It was the worst night of my life. I couldn't get a fried fallopian fritter.
I watched a YouTube video recently where someone ate Carl's Jr. for the first time, and now I've been craving Carl's Jr. Ever since. And the closest one is in Renton.
Yeah, Renton is definitely closer.
Yeah, they have a Popeyes down there too. They have like, yeah.
I was always going to the one up in
Carl's Jr.?
Carl's Jr. up past the Tulalip Casino on the reservation because my dad lived up there. So I go visit my dad, and on the way up there, I get like a...
It says in Monroe?
Big-ass stupid burger. I don't think it's Monroe even. I can't remember where it was. Marysville?
Oh, Carl's Jr. Yeah, I'm craving that shit.
Then one
right
day,
now.
when I drove to Wyoming, driving back from Wyoming, I had Hardee's and Carl's Jr. in the same day, and that's hard.
That is weird.
Because they're the same restaurant.
Yeah, they just have
Anything with
their
alcohol
regional
and
with their
milk.
name.
I feel like that's something he would mix together.
Yeah, probably.
Like a White Russian?
Maybe.
Yeah, that was like
Now,
the
that
first
black
time I think I'd
cherry's
ever
pretty
been
good. I like
in a
that.
Hardee's zone and a Carl Jr. zone in the same 24-hour period.
That'd be like doing checkers and rallies.
Right? Shit's wild.
So YouTube, if you're old enough to consume, check out these beverages.
I realized how
They're
white
actually
trash
not
I was
bad.
one day when I had a lady visitor, and I took her on a tour of all the fast food places I ate at when I was a kid. She
That
was like,
is
"What the
kinda
fuck is
weird.
wrong with you?"
Yeah.
I was like, "No, these are all the places I ate when I was a kid. This Burger King," and she was like, "Dude, are you fucking mentally deficient?"
You know,
And I was
when
like,
they mix the
"And here's
mango
the
in
Jack in the
it,
Box."
and look at that. The mango's more like a white wine feeling to it.
White wine.
It's basically carbonated wine in a can.
Is he mixing them all?
Interesting.
Maybe.
Okay, folks.
Does that make you want to
doing
vomit
this.
looking at that?
No.
Big old
He just looks like
glass here.
he's mixing flavors together that really shouldn't
It's
be
all
mixed.
three flavors
but-
in there. Look at that monster of a glass.
I'm not a
Look at him.
wine drinker.
He's so proud of himself.
Subscribe
This is like
for more.
candy wine.
I have not been to Pick
channel.
Quick and
I do,
Fife.
I do drink reviews.
I have to look it up now.
Sometimes they're adult beverages, and sometimes they're, more family-friendly drinks, But this just happens to be very much an adult beverage, so let's go.
21 and up.
See how we do all three of them going in.
He's doing the going in. I the first person I ever heard do that was Review Bra.
Going in.
We're
Oh,
going in.
yes. Oh, yes.
Pick Quick has
Mixing all three together.
chili Fritos, chili fries, grilled cheese, chili burger. They got a coney. They have a long hot dog and Polish dog. They got a deluxe burger, regular burger, cheeseburger, triple burger. They got
I
hot
haven't been
fudge.
able to visit my dad after he pasted away. It's still hard for me. Not my father, but definitely my dad. I'll be 31 on Monday. Keep being sweet boys. I still got my mom. I don't deserve to have such a rad mom. Cheers.
Happy
Cheers.
birthday.
It's a hard one to run with, but keep going forward with everything you got.
When you mix all three together, you can
Looks like a
taste
place
the
from the
mango,
40s,
the
Hawkeye.
black
Pick quick
cherry,
looks
and
interesting.
the blueberry. You don't get that weird taste with the mango one. So
Cheers to our homies out in Western Australia.
Mm.
Delight loves
I think
movies.
we should chug this on camera. What do you guys and gals think?
I got you, babe.
I mean, that is a pretty looking,
Chug it, Cobes. I feel like he's going to puke wine if he chugs it. It's carbonated. Does carbonation make you puke when you chug more than other stuff?
It can like make you gassy. Like it could make more burps.
I just know if it made you like.
No.
Have you noticed?
Just
chugging
bloats.
carbonation.
It bloats me out.
It always makes me burp, and the burps turn to pukes a lot of the time.
I don't burp a lot. It usually like has to work its way out the other way, and that takes forever.
Look at that chug, Cobes.
Ugh.
King Cobra. He's about to get wine fucked.
There it is.
Excuse the bad manners, folks.
So he's mixing the black cherry Stella Rosa carbonated wine.
Wines are not half
He's
bad.
mixing the blueberry Stella Rosa
I
carbonated
don't know,
wine.
man. Like the mango one, I like the taste of, but like I also didn't like it just because.
And is it
they
just
have, like, a
Is it
weird
mango
sort of
peach carbonated wine? That one's a clear wine
combination
at least.
with
That's
it.
a white. Interesting. He's mixing two reds and
You
a
know
white
what I'm
together.
saying? But you know what? Hey, that's all good. I'll still drink it.
Wine comes in a can. It was put there by a man in a factory
Thumbnail
downtown.
Now I recycle my cans. 1 second, YouTube. Woohoo! Josh has got some nice cans.
Oh my god.
Hot.
I'm obnoxious.
I miss Melt. That's a restaurant that I used to
Melt?
eat. Yes.
Do they do cheese melts? What do they do?
They do grilled cheese sandwiches and other stuff. Like here's their
Doobadoo-bop. Where was this at?
This was in Columbus.
I know it's a fucked up restaurant when the top of the fucking thing is just chips and dip.
This is this is the starters. They used to have pierogies there too. I don't know if they make them anymore, but I've had pierogies at this place. Look at the hangover fries.
I like those. Eggs and fucking gravy and shit.
Yeah. Fried pickles, spinach artichoke, kettle chip. Yeah. So there's that. And then fries, like they make their own fries, like loaded fries and that kind of shit.
Or cheese and bacon fries.
So you order the type of fries you want on the side with your sandwich. So they basically have like poutine, cheesy gravy fries.
Not exactly though, because it's not the curds, right?
Right. And then they have wings too, I
Some
guess.
wings.
And then they have
Little French
soups.
onion soup
Yeah.
gimmick.
Yeah, roasted garlic tomato. And then these are like the signature grilled cheese sandwiches.
Mom's meatloaf would probably get hit by me. What's a fucking cowabunga? Is it just an Italian?
It says, yeah, I don't know. That's interesting.
Is it supposed to be like a pizza grill or something? Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? Is it half pizza, half turtle? Half combo?
Yeah.
Soup, salad sandwich?
Yeah.
Mushroom melt. So far, I'm leaning Lake Erie Monster. Whatever's in that looks like trouble. It's a fried cod probably with coleslaw in a sandwich melted. Backyard chicken barbecue, thick onion rings in that damn chicken. Yum. Wet hot buffalo chicken.
That sounds naughty.
Parma Italy.
Yeah, it's chicken parmesan sandwich. I used to get this one a lot.
Chicken and waffles. backyard barbecue pork.
Yeah, so it's like fried pork patty
with that onion ring on it.
Yeah.
Cuban war pig looks like an atrocity of deliciousness.
An atrocity.
Melt cheeseburger.
Yeah.
The dude abides. Did
That's a
someone piss
meatball.
on the carpet of that? Yeah, meatball sandwich,
Yeah.
right? Cleveland cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Thick, mighty macaroni sandwich. Fried mac as the meat.
Yes.
Chorizo and potato. Monte Cristo, dude, that's the one I might have to get. The donut sandwich, Monte Cristo. Wake and bacon.
Yeah.
Breakfast kindergarten. That's
I think
grilled
that's
cheese?
just old school grilled cheese. Yeah.
Yeah. Deep fried peanut butter and banana. What's up, Elvis? What's up, Elvis? The big popper. That's cream cheese with jalapenos and cheese in the middle. There's the Korean war pig. So instead of Cuban, it's Korean style barbecue.
Yeah.
Hot Italian. The mom's meatloaf.
Yeah, we already saw those.
Mom's meatloaf. I'm like, we have to read the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one though. Like, I think if we go down, it'll say the.
Does it say what it is?
Let's see.
Right here.
Real cheese pizza rolls. Okay. Deep fried until extra crispy and atomic hot. Rich basil marinara, basil pesto, herb cream cheese, provolone romano. So it's a pizza roll sandwich.
Yeah.
I don't see a French dip there.
Yeah, there isn't a French dip, I don't think.
What? Do they have a dessert menu?
I think so.
So they got the mac?
Maniacal macaroni and cheese.
What are you trying to do, Mel? What are you trying to do over here? The classic fish fry dinner, chicky tendies, caramel corn, fried banana sundae. That's where my penis is going to go.
Just heard the Navy talk from earlier. As a U.S. Navy sailor, I can confirm that it ain't gay if it's underway.
Thank
Happy
you.
Memorial Day, sweet boys.
Happy Memorial Day, Majorly Awesome.
Thank you. Wow. All right. So we're making progress on the goal, and that's amazing.
Yes.
They also have the melt challenge, which is ridiculous. I don't know if anyone can really pull it off because it's like every cheese they have on one sandwich.
Has
right
nobody
there.
ever succeeded?
I think someone has, I believe. Here's a YouTube video of someone trying it. It's 5 pounds.
I could do it.
Let's see.
5 pounds is well, I couldn't do it now, but when I was at my peak, 5 pounds was easy. I'll help you look for your knife, Roger Wilco. But if you start singing Spooky Max after you find it, I'll be pissed.
Oh, you know what? I forgot. It was on Man vs. Food.
And he ate it?
I don't think he could finish it.
Okay.
But this guy went and did it. Here.
The Goat Food Challenge?
By Andy Richmond. He did it in 45 minutes.
Oh, I guess he did do it.
Beat that. There is no time limit on the challenge. The challenge includes 3 slices of grilled bread, 12 cheeses, a pile of fries, coleslaw, and pickles.
Have you ever tried it?
But if you have a tattoo, you get 25%.
No, I know my
off the
limits.
challenge.
I can barely
Everything else
finish
is
a
fine.
regular
So
sandwich
I
there.
ended up just getting a melt tattoo. So I get 25% off the challenge. If I complete it, I get either a t-shirt or a pint glass.
Because you get
and a
25% off because you have a tattoo.
I'm looking to get.
No, you have to get the
win
melt
number
tattoo.
27.
Oh, specifically?
Yeah,
For
yeah,
the
you get a lifetime
count
discount
from
if
now,
you
and we'll
tattoo
get
their shit
started.
on you. Isn't that
Okay.
crazy?
Huh.
That's a lot of slaw, too.
It doesn't look that big to me.
Look at all that cheese.
Yeah. I would definitely use the French fries to sop up that cheese.
All right, guys, I'm just about to get started.
It is pretty big.
We're gonna do a countdown.
It's a big
The other
plate.
way it didn't look
3,
as big, but it is
2,
big.
1, go. All right, I'm starting.
You better start, dude.
Is he going to disassemble them?
Or
just
take the
eat it?
toothpicks out of the ones he starts on, right?
Look at all that cheese.
Oh man, look at all that cheese.
Oh man, look at all that cheese. Look at that cheese. Look at that cheese. Yeah, this is a nice size meal. I'm looking at it right now and getting stomach sick.
Yeah. Look at it. He can barely hold the sandwich in his hands because of all the cheese oozing out of it everywhere.
My stomach is not capable of holding a lot of food right now.
Yeah.
Even what I was eating like
He's
2
like,
months
that
ago.
is so good.
Like yesterday I had like 800 calories. Today I probably had like 1,400 calories.
This
and I
must
feel way full.
This must be like 8,000 calories right here on this plate.
It's probably anywhere from 5,000 to 8,000. There's a lot of slaw, which is not as high. The fries are probably 2,000 on their own, and then the sandwich is 4,000 to 6,000 probably. That cheese, just all that cheese really.
He's gonna start sweating.
I think he is. Look at his front hair.
Yeah.
His front hair's got a sweat going through it.
Cheese on here is amazing.
He's only halfway through the sandwich.
You think there's more fries on that plate than you get in one of the gigantic fry orders from Five Guys, where they pour extra fries in the bag?
Yeah, I think it might be more than that because it's a mound.
Yeah.
know?
Well, the Five Guys has the big cup, and then they also fill the bag, right?
Yeah. Like they pour. They have like the fry scooper. They fill the little cup and pour it in, and then they scoop and put it in too.
Yeah. I like that, but I also can't live that life.
I feel like I would want to die after this. Like,
fries right down too.
Let's see.
It says a regular Five Guys fries is 950 calories.
Jeez.
It's not a creamy coleslaw. It's like a vinegary coleslaw.
It's a vinegary coleslaw, which I think would probably help more than like a creamy kind.
Yeah. I wonder how intense the vinegar is.
He's using the ketchup.
Sometimes that flavor gives you the extra boost you need. Remember, I was at a cabin with some friends, and on the way into the cabin, we stopped at a little general store thing, and they had like a gigantic can of pork and beans.
All right.
And I was like, I'm going to buy this. And I bought it. And then I bought some gummy bears too. And I was sitting there eating the pork and beans like right out of the can, like a giant thing. I got halfway through. Maybe I did heat it up, but it was like so much. And they're like, finish it. They were cheering me on. And it was so bad halfway through. It was just like all the same flavor. So I threw gummy bears into it, made pork and bears just to throw the flavor off. And it was like not good, but it like gave me enough variation to finish the pork and bears. Dumb stuff you do when you're in a cabin with your friends.
These are slowing me down.
The fries are slowing him down, he said.
Yeah,
he's halfway there. They said 40 minutes, right?
Yeah, the fries are the hard part. Like all the cheese, the heaviness of the cheese, having that go down first loads all these like hard carbs near the top.
Close to 2 pounds.
He says there's probably close to 2 pounds of what, fries?
Yeah, I think so. All right, so
he's a sweaty boy.
He's almost okay. So he's over 30 minutes, and he's got the slaw left. He's got it right because he got 10 minutes.
Probably, yeah. He would really have to.
He's gonna puke.
He would really have to do like something like a puke or something to not finish this. Imagine he gets halfway through this coleslaw here and then quits. Like, there's no way he would upload this, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
He'd be like, no, I have to quit doing this.
He calls himself the GOAT too, by the way.
Because goats will eat anything.
Yep.
His sweaty brow is so, like,
kind of spicy.
Talking with his mouth full. That's what his manners. He's apologizing.
Dude, he's not gonna make it.
Roger Wilco says Matt Stoney
He's not going to make it, dude.
He has no time limit, right?
Oh, I thought it was 40 minutes.
No, he said Adam Richman did it in 45 minutes and there was no time limit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought you were looking at the rest of the video for time. And for some reason, I thought this was real time. But it's definitely not. It's only a 15-minute video.
Yeah, he sped up a lot of it.
Yeah. This guy's hardcore.
Yeah, he did eat a lot.
So he did
44 minutes and 13
slightly quicker
seconds.
than Man vs. Food.
No challenge. I thought I was gonna get it in 30, but that coleslaw was a lot harder and spicier.
Oh, a
than I thought it
spicy
would be.
coleslaw?
So I got the win. That's challenge win number 27 for me. I'll put that right up here. Thanks again for watching. I don't get the meal free, but I do get either a sweet t-shirt or a pint glass. And so
You better take
I'm
the
excited
pint.
for that. And not only do I get that, but I get another challenge win. So thanks for your
All right.
You better take the pint, dude. If you don't take the pint, I'm gonna be so mad.
Yeah. So I like that place. That has a lot of cool shit.
Whoopsie Walrus says, I always think of the great outdoors when John Candy does the steak challenge. I've done so many food challenges.
Remember Jeff Holliday's steak challenge?
Yeah. And every time I do a food challenge, I feel like John Candy in the great outdoors. Watching that as a kid, I don't know if I would be fat if it wasn't for John Candy.
Remember Chevy Chase doing the food challenge in that one movie where he was eating the sheep balls?
No, what was that?
He was at some like diner. I think it was Funny Farm. I think the movie was Funny
I
Farm.
remember Funny Farm.
And there's a part where like
I don't remember Funny Farm, but I remember watching
they're
it.
at this diner and he's eating this food and he like sets this record for like the most ever eaten, but he didn't know that it was sheep testicles.
I think I vaguely remember that. Now I watched it when I was like 6.
And he like spits one out and they take it away on the record board.
Yeah. I vaguely remember that. Sue John Candy's estate for making me fat? Oh, I didn't say it was a bad thing. There needs to be fat representation is all I'm saying. And John Candy was fat representation.
He had a cartoon show on Saturday
Camp
morning.
Candy?
Yeah.
I just got home. The goal is solo. Oh my god, quick everyone. Tip train.
Thank
model
you, Seth
railroad,
Looks,
tip train,
yes.
HO scale tip train.
HO scale, baby. We have to get this goal by the end of the night or else we'll have to...
Or we'll turn gay.
We'll turn... for a whole month.
We'll hold our breath until we turn gay. But yeah.
If we don't get the goal tonight, we're going to be forced to do it the rest of the week. Oh, no. Hot. Fat affirmative action. John Candy was related to cotton candy.
Did you hear about the Army has a fat camp that they're sending recruits that are too fat to join right away to?
Really?
Yep.
Is this the Blair White video?
Family Day at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. The first time relatives have seen their loved ones since they've been transformed into soldiers. The crowd goes wild.
Are these all fat camp recruits?
No. They'll talk about it.
Fort Jackson is a soldier factory. Around half the country's troops are trained here. Literally hundreds pass out every week. 45,000 come through here each year.
But despite the huge numbers, recently the US military has had something of a recruitment crisis. The worst recruitment crisis, in fact, since it binned conscription 50 years ago. Last year, it only managed to enlist 75% of the soldiers it needed. But the problem isn't a shortage of applicants. The problem is a shortage of applicants able to pass the entry tests, and for many, that was on account of their weight. So in an attempt to resolve recruiting issues and at the same time help young Americans achieve their dreams, the US Army started an experiment. They created the Future Soldier Preparatory Course with 2 strands, one helping those who failed academically and the other helping with weight loss.
Dude,
which
I have to
some
write this
affectionately
movie.
Dubbed Army Fat Camp.
I've always struggled with my weight.
Alexia was desperate to join the army, but at 5 feet tall and weighing 113 kilograms at the time,
I have
she
to
was
write
nowhere
thin
near
the army
maximum
now.
percentage body fat required. Then she came here.
I really appreciate the drill sergeants like pushing me, and then also like just being there, like having that support, because that's what really gets me. I'm sorry. Yeah. So like them, like, because it's hard when you don't have the support. So then like coming here and having that, it was really nice for me. Like my parents do support me, but it's not the same way. Like they also struggled with weight, so it's like they couldn't really help me. So it's like having people that can't help you and are pushing you, like that was really nice for me.
I knew she was a fat girl, by the way. She's crying right now.
She's like not quite crying, but like about to.
This
the
is a
whole
fat
time.
girl cry.
So, yeah.
Normally, she'd sop her tears up with a powdered donut.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I was trying so hard. I was trying so hard not to cry.
Let's get after it. Let's get after it.
I was more than fine coming here because I knew they were very trained professionals.
Hawkeye says, look, a girl crying and it's not Billy's fault. You don't know that.
Third week, 17 days. It's going very well. I should be taping out next week due to just what I've been.
Man's name is Giuseppe. He was eating a lot of fucking Parmesan sandwiches.
My clothes are a lot like right
He was
now.
living.
Like I look like kind of skinny. When I got here, I was a little rounder. So now I'm a little flatter, which I appreciate. Little by little, I feel more fit and I can do things a little bit more athletic. So it makes me feel good. I'm like, yeah, I'm sporty, I'm athletic.
Try to do 3 sessions a day. More so circuits through the day, keeping them moving. We're gonna do 1 heavy, 1 moderate, or 1 light. Keep moving, keep moving.
Hawkeye says she's gonna be a killer. Y'all are just jealous. I'm not talking down on her.
Motivating them is really.
I'm just saying I know a fat girl crying when I see one.
Or
former fat girl crying.
Pulling them to the side, having a little chat with them, and making sure that they have their focus on their goal, which their goal is to get out of the Future Soldier program and get over to BCT. It's supposed to burn.
BCT.
They were like, just don't give up on yourself. As long as
Bitch,
you don't give
crybaby
up on yourself,
tits.
We won't give up on you. You give us 100%, we'll give you 200%. Having somebody like constantly like motivating you, letting you know like you got this, we got your back. Like it's been really nice.
That's cool.
As tall as you can.
Fort Jackson was
Oh,
instructed
my
to
mans.
set up the pilot
I'm proud
in
of these
July
guys.
last year. In the first 6 months, it had been so successful they'd created a 2nd battalion, and the Army has now launched another course in Georgia. It was Lieutenant Colonel Hayes and his team who were tasked with creating the first one.
Is he melting?
Incredibly successful. Overwhelmingly so, I think, at times. It was intimidating. I think part of it was because it was way outside a lot of our comfort zone going in. And there was a mindset change and a disciplined learning environment evolution that we had to go through here. And turning, a 200-person organization on a dime in a couple weeks to make that change is a challenge. It was more of an education piece on our part, realizing that nutrition and good sleeping habits are a bigger impact on losing body fat in a healthy way.
I like how only half of it is for fat people.
It made
And the other half of it is for people who can't pass like the written test.
The other half is for stupid people.
Yep.
And we're not looking at the stupid people right now.
What if they're both?
I know, right? They have to walk back and forth every day.
They have to go double time.
Us all take an honest look at ourselves and invest more in each
Or
one
do
of
they
us.
just fix one first?
Probably they fix one first.
Us to be better.
I wonder if they
as
start with
we're now
stupid first.
Role models for the
Because if they
people we're
can't
trying
fix
to help.
stupid, there's no reason to make them thin.
Exercise alone won't shed the pounds. This is a holistic program incorporating mental and spiritual aspects, sleep and nutrition.
Right now, we're going to go inside the dining facility and see defect operations.
The required body fat percentage ranges between 18 and 26% for men and 26 and 34% for women, dependent on height.
As you can see on the defect operations, you have the food labeled in a green, amber, red status. Green being the healthiest and red being towards the left in your not so healthy options. Per Army
Yum.
Regulation 350-6, we cannot tell a student that they are not allowed to eat anything on the hotline. However, with proper mentorship and education, they're making those wise decisions and able to make those choices on their own. And the idea
We're
is
not
to
allowed
have-
to tell them what to eat. But
just put only spinach in front of them.
A well-balanced meal that incorporates all those leafy greens and colorful vegetables.
Yeah, baby.
Letting students make their own decisions is key. Short-term weight loss just won't work. The US Army audits weight throughout a soldier's career, and registering too heavy twice in 1
child,
year
you want an
can
ice
be
cream
grounds
scoop,
for permanent
potatoes and
discharge.
rice?
A fruit, nuts, sunflower seeds. This is the best things for them. But try to
Cook
keep the
one.
soldiers healthy and happy at all times.
Nutrition's one of the main domains that we go after. Nutrition is what's going to help the systemic problem and helping them lose that body
They're all
fat.
wearing
So
camelbacks.
I love
physical
it.
training is going to come second, but where we get our most bang for our buck is really the nutrition aspect of the Future Soldier Prep course.
Reword, translate, or rephrase, yes.
In one of the many classrooms on site, students on the academic version of the course are hard at work. Their goal is to pass the Armed Forces qualification test. As soon as they do, they can head straight off to begin basic training.
Which is crazy because I can't imagine it's that difficult to pass.
To pass what?
This written test that they have.
For those on the fitness stream, the objective
I feel like
is
most
to come
people
within
pass
6%
it.
of the Army's required body fat for their height. In both cases, they have around 90 days in which to do it.
I think it's an amazing opportunity to meet the youth of America halfway.
What's worse,
us
failing
investing
fat
in
camp
them.
or smooth brain
I mean,
camp?
I would argue those that don't make it through either the academic or the fitness track are going back to society better because we're investing in them in life skills and getting them to understand how to better take care of themselves and invest in themselves and help them probably build a little confidence along the way. So I was really excited because I knew at the end of the day, I was actually going to get to make the difference in
So I could go apply for the military, get sent to fat camp, and then from fat camp, just eat for free for a couple months till they kick me out?
I don't know if I'm guessing most of these people are like 18 to 25.
I walk up to the buffet line. I'm like getting all the nasty good stuff. And they're like, "Are you sure you want to do that, Fat Bill?" And I'll be like, "Oh, yeah, it's cool." Like, you got to go. But it's like 2 months.
I mean, we change lives every day here.
Today, 4 students who'd initially failed to get into the Army are graduating.
You have to be, you can't be older than 35 and join the Army.
Damn it.
Yep.
I miss you.
Looks like Marines, 28 is their max age.
Well, there
minimum
goes.
age is 17 for all of them, and then they all have different like maximum ages.
There goes
for
my,
joining.
my chances of eating free mashed potatoes and rice.
It was just, I was
Lentils.
too busy crying. I'm the sensitive one in the family, so I was too busy. I'm still crying. Very proud of him.
Cute.
Among them is William. He didn't get in on account of his weight.
Damn, Fat William.
I'm one of the brothers that didn't get the good metabolism from my parents. The drill sergeants there, they helped motivate us and get us past.
How fat are you, William? You don't look that fat.
Yeah, he doesn't look like ridiculously fat.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't get in because of being stupid, I think.
All right, get ready! Go!
Keep working.
Most of the U.S. has been more overweight in most recent years, and it's a fact. I'm one of them. And just having that program allows issues to be solved. It allows the military to get more members because I know they're struggling at the moment. It helps. It solves a lot of problems.
To date, only 3% of those starting the course have failed to make it. Almost 6,000 new soldiers who'd originally failed to get in the Army have already graduated.
That's cool.
Hannah King, Forces News in South Carolina.
Make new thin soldiers. Hot, sexy, thin soldiers. Let's go.
Alright guys, so I found this obviously fake fighting video. Wanted to share with you guys. A homie from Discord gave me the idea, so I might as fucking well. You know
Is
what
he
I'm
gonna
saying?
tell us
It'll
how
give
to
me some
fight?
clout.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Just move my fan there. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, this is obviously fake, and I'll give you guys reasons as to why that is. But let's just go ahead and get into this shit.
I don't remember there being music to this video.
I wonder if someone just re-uploaded it with the stabilization on.
Yeah. So, this might suck.
Wiki wiki boom boom.
So the one guy knocks out the other guy. The guy
Oh.
doing the kung fu stance.
Back on my sexy face. People who are trained in kung fu, okay, I have trained at kung fu schools myself. I don't claim to be an expert, but I.
By training, you mean you showed up, acted like an idiot, made a fool out of yourself, and
That's how I've been boxing training.
I can tell you the #1 rule is do not fight unless you have to.
Have you
This
actually
guy-
box trained? Like, have you hit a heavy bag and done like?
I have a heavy bag in my basement.
Do you
I
do
did
like
not
speed drills or anything like
have
that?
to fight. His
Not yet.
girlfriend was not being attacked.
Like where you like someone holds
You
the
know,
pads
if
and
this
has.
were
has
real,
I haven't done that yet.
You can.
Yeah, you
bet
gotta work
I've done it
you would
before,
be
but not like since this. I
working
have to-
on combos.
in some serious trouble
I've
with
honestly,
the sensei.
my
All right.
lungs have been so messed up from this stupid cough I've had that I just haven't been able to get the energy to go hard on stuff. I've been doing cardio and lifting and everything.
Shifu, I should say.
But I've been training with Tyson
But-
Fury a lot too.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this is staged.
Yeah, right.
The way that he started out in horse stance, like with a really wide stance, kung fu guys don't do that. Horse stance is something that you just move into. You never stay in that stance, dude. It's
Seth
a
looks,
very
don't expose my plan for the fight.
vulnerable stance. You can get kicked in the nuts. You can get your legs swept.
Do we have this other guy's like height and weight? Do we?
I think he's like 6'3", 360 pounds, 350 pounds or something. He's 24 years old, and he's a KSI super fan. It's cute.
Say, sweep the leg, daddy boy. You know what I mean? It's not. There's power in it, but you really have to be careful with that stance. And the other stance that he did that looked like something from a movie, I'm not exactly sure. I think it was it was legit, I think. I forgot what they call it. It's like twisted stance where you kind of twist your knees around. I'm not exactly sure. I think that's actually a Shaolin thing. If he is, I don't know if this guy was trained in Shaolin. I have seen white people actually go to Shaolin monasteries, so you can do that actually if you're curious about that. But yeah, I'm sorry I don't know the technical name for that one, but look, man, you know, it's not hard to look like you know what you're doing. I mean, who knows? Maybe this guy, maybe this was legit and the guy was just trying to scare him.
I think that's what was going on.
I don't know, man. But either way, I do not believe this was real. If it was, though, that's funny. I don't know, bro. I mean, it happens. You know, sometimes people are just tired of taking shit, and maybe he was one of them. Maybe this guy was being bullied a lot.
I
You
hate
know,
that
and
I
if that's
waited
the
to
case-
pee, and I was gonna go pee, but you brought Jared back up, so people will
Yep.
think that I'm gonna go pee.
Go
because I'm
pee.
thinking of his feet.
No
I'm
one-
not. It's not why.
Nobody thinks that.
That's not why.
Go on. Go
I
pee.
don't want you guys thinking I'm going to do anything to Jared's feet. That's not happening.
The fuck's going on?
Scott's water bottle.
Scott's what? Yeah, I'm keeping it here. I'm gonna auction it off to the Scott simps. His lips touched that.
Well, then, yeah, that's understandable. But all in all, guys, to sum up the short video, no, I don't think it was real Kung Fu, and I do not think it was a real video. Still very entertaining, though, I have to say. Fuck him up, Frankie.
It was real.
That ending. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.
All right. What a moron. So tired. So tired of that shit. Everyone liked the stream, if you haven't already, and thanks for helping us meet the goal and getting us to almost 4% of next week's goal. Every little bit helps. Don't forget to check out the pre-show that we recorded yesterday, too. Just go to the audio platform and check it out. I have to keep plugging it because it's slowly gaining traction, but if I don't keep mentioning it, then people won't go there. And then they're missing out on free content. Don't miss out on free content, okay? Billy's jerking off right now. He's thinking about Jared's feet, by the way. We all know it. He knows it. That's what it is. I don't know why Jared thought it was fake. It looked pretty real. He like decked the other guy and knocked him out. It looked pretty real to me. Yeah, I honestly, I threw away Gucci's underwear. Gay Fabe.
Welcome once again to Leto's Law. Here's Steve Leto.
I used to do a lot of videos on this channel where I talk about things not so much in the news or about the law, but just comments and questions and emails.
He's got a license plate collection. He's got a bunch of Michigan license plates. He's got Idaho. He's got Quebec. He's got Virginia, Texas.
Emails I'd get from viewers, and I kind of backed off on that a little bit. I've got another channel called Steve Leto's Vault, and I often do put up videos there where I talk about the interactions I have with viewers. But I got an email yesterday, and it's the kind of email that I really think I need to address on my main channel because I get it about once every 6 months or once a year. And it's kind of unusual to me because when I first got one of these emails, I thought to myself, okay, someone's pulling my leg. And then I realized, no, this person's actually serious. And then I got it again, and it's different people each time, but it's the same idea. And so I've mentioned before, for instance, that viewers would routinely diagnose me and say there's something wrong with me medically. And they say, hey, Steve, you need to go see a doctor because you're suffering from this, that, or the other thing. And I did a video called Stop Diagnosing Me where I talked about that. But I've now managed to move on from that in my life. But I got an email yesterday, and like I said, I've gotten emails similar to this before.
I just noticed he has a WRIF 101 sticker, and that's a Detroit radio station. I used to listen to that when I was a kid.
And so the email I got says, hey, Steve, the hand gestures you use represent signs from groups of people that most attorneys are associated. Now, I'm letting you know right now, I've got these on my hands for a reason. Because this man has informed me that my hands inadvertently are making hand signals. And I don't even know I'm doing it. But he says that I'm basically under the control of dark forces that are causing me to make hand signals. And the only way for me to not talk with my hands is to cover them up, and I don't have mittens. So I've covered my hands up with these. So these are obviously like this, so that my hands cannot communicate any demonic messages during this video. And I'm being as serious as the writer was who sent me the email. So Steve, the hand gestures you use represent signs
yes, he has
from
backwards
groups of people
hands.
that most attorneys are associated with. In case you're curious, he is suggesting that I am associated with the Freemasons, because that's one of the groups that attorneys are often accused of being associated with. And he may also be suggesting just outright that I'm a Satan worshiper. I've been accused of that also because I'm an attorney. He says, your hand signs you use commonly is second row from top, third from left. Now, he sent over a handy chart of satanic hand symbols. And he's suggesting that the hand symbol where you put your pinky and your index finger up, but you tuck in the second and third fingers, is a satanic hand symbol. And so he says most people use this sign without knowing it. So even if you don't know that you're making that sign, you are in fact making a satanic symbol without knowing it. And then he says it's ironic. American Sign Language uses it to say I love you. So even when people use ASL to communicate, they're actually communicating using Satan's hand symbols. And it's ironic and it's presumably unfortunate, because how crazy is it that you're trying to tell somebody you love them, but you're also telling them that you worship Satan? If people studied, they would see Satan's tricks, and this is one of them. So apparently, this is how Satan tricks you into doing things.
So, yeah, he either had a troll or some crazy person email him and be like, oh, you do satanic things with your hands.
By telling you that, oh, that symbol is I love you, when in reality it's I worship Satan. And then he says, I hope you are not a Satanist. I hope you are not a Satanist. Now, here's the only thing I'm going to tell you that disturbs me about this series of correspondence I had with this gentleman yesterday. If you watch my videos, and I've put up quite a few, there's a couple thousand videos in this channel. Do you really think I'm a Satanist after watching the videos? Or do you really come to the conclusion that I'm a Satanist because you saw me make a quote-unquote sign with my hand, which you say may have been inadvertent because most people do it without knowing it? And yet this guy writes me this letter and says, I hope you are not a Satanist. And then he says he'll pray for me.
I'll
So
pray
I
for
wrote him
you.
back and I said,
It's
I
so
have no idea what
passive-aggressive
you're
when people do that. I'll pray for you.
talking about. Do you really think Satan controls my hands?
By the way, anybody out there, if you want to help meet next week's goal, hook us up with one last tip train before we wrap up tonight's show. One last tip train before we end tonight's show. He's doing his thing. I don't know though. There's not much I can really work with on that. Idle hands are the devil's lettuce. The devil's lettuce, the devil's fetish. I still have Ruby Jewels on full screen here, too. Look at that. Look at that guy. He wants everybody. Oh, shit. Egged. 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 Yeah, Ruby should have stayed. I was really surprised. He's like, my mom is about to be home. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, what was this all about? What was this all about? You guys should sign up for $1 on Patreon if you want to. If you've been on the fence about the actual Mania stuff, you can spend $1 and catch it. It's usually $5, but we made it available for all $1 patrons yesterday, and we're doing another private show coming up here that'll also be available for $1. It's on the so we did one last night, and then our next one's on the 31st. Our $5 Patreon show will be available for only $1. Egged freaked out again. You guys don't want to miss this shit. Egged's a madman. Idle hands. Billy's probably taking a fat shit. No, actually, he's jerking off. He's jerking off thinking about Jared's feet. He got turned on by Jared's feet. Disgusting. Disgusting. It's crazy. You're crazy, man. I like you, but you're crazy. Yes, like the stream. That's great. Man, I am so tired. I hardly got any sleep last night. So my brain is on autopilot right now. What are you guys going to do for Memorial Day weekend? Nothing? I'll probably just barbecue. I have plans to barbecue. Oh, you're Canadian? Well, you can celebrate early Canada Day a month early. I don't know.
If you're Canadian, you can celebrate having free health care.
They had Victoria Day in Canada like a week or two ago. Yeah, so we're gonna wrap this up in a couple minutes here. It was amazing. It was a fun time. It was a great time. It was an amazing time.
It was the best of times.
It was the best of the best of the best of times. And I know this.
It's true?
Yeah.
Are you guys going to do anything fun for Memorial Day?
Barbecue, and then, like, I do that anyway, though. I like to cook outside when it's hot so that the heat is outside and not inside,
Yeah.
So
I might go to a barbecue or something. I don't know. I don't have any plans either. Hopefully, everything will be chill.
I'll cook a steak.
A nice steak.
A steak.
Double pay at work is a good thing to do. Chang Chill's going to bury their dead relatives. That's
not fun.
That's definitely something important.
They built like an Alpine style roller coaster in Leavenworth. So it's like you break yourself, like it's really they're like really long. They have them in Germany, like, and you could just ride them. They build them up in the mountains and shit. They built one in Leavenworth. It looks crazy.
Is it like instead of Uber, or how's it work? You break yourself, like, do you just get to stop wherever you want to stop, or do you?
I don't think so. Oh. Let's see. It's
what content?
Content?
What content? Fantastic.
Where is it? Let's see. Here it is. Huh. Okay, here it is. Oh, shit. That's not it. Where's it? What the fuck just happened?
Did somebody hack into the mainframe?
Yes.
Shit.
I hate when my mainframe gets hacked.
Shit.
All right.
They've hacked the Gibson Leavenworth Alpine coaster.
Yeah. It's like this thing. There's like foot brakes.
It just so goes slower?
Oh, it probably gets a decent speed when it starts to go downhill. And
Like the foot brake is just to control speed, or
yeah.
Or you have to do it as you end the thing, or
I don't.
What happens if you don't?
I don't know.
Is it a one-person thing?
Yeah. Yeah, it's one person at a time. It's really long.
It's cute. Did you go on it?
No, I don't even know if it's completely open to the public yet.
Wonder how long you have to fucking wait to get on it.
I don't know. I think they're selling like early access to it and shit.
Oh. Brakes are for wimps. You got to go fast.
Oh, shit. All right, guys.
It's not Croatia. It's Washington State.
Yeah. We're going to wrap it up, and we will be back coming up here on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
You guys have a good weekend.
Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Good night.